Yo, what is going on, fellas? Yo, yo, yo. Sunil, Justin, Sasquatch, Darren, and Upper Echelon, the first legends. Ooh, and over here on YouTube. We're going with that other music today, fellas. I know, painful to some. Painful to some, but every once in a while it's nice to switch it up in life, right? Just a little bit. Act 3 Mercenary talking, Justin. I'm gonna hard pass on that already. Hard pass on that already. I don't have that waypoint. Don't have that waypoint. Fury is painful to even play any of the transform druids not having teleport. It's like, am I hitting the right buttons here? Straight up no go for me right off the bat. So that's one of those things I wish they would definitely change. Adding teleport to werebear and werewolf form. Definitely wish they would change that so you could teleport. Because without having teleport, it pretty much forces you to farm like Pindle and like Eldritch and Shank, and you can do Chaos Sanctuary, I suppose. Telly staff in. I think I'm gonna hit this. This Terror Zone's not the greatest, but I think I'm gonna do it anyways, just because I'm getting so close on the experience that you know, I think I'll get at this level. I'll get way better experience out here, I believe. So not that I care. Huh, didn't battle her up. Good job, Phil. Oh, let me catch up here. I'm getting a little tangent right off the bat already, huh? Darren hopped in with the first like. Love to hear it. Bobby O, doing okay. I'm actually exhaustedly tired, I'm gonna be honest, but you know, who can't play a little D2R when you're tired, am I right? How about them Niners? Yeah, congratulations if you're a Niners fan, I suppose. Congrats on a couple of lucky wins, beating Green Bay and Detroit on fluke plays and getting into the Super Bowl. Little football trash talk never hurt nobody. Now they're a very good overall team. That's why they made it as far as they did. They're very good overall, very good defense, really good wide receivers, a solid quarterback. I heard the running back's all right too, from what I hear in San Fran. I don't know, but I heard he's pretty good. Best running back in the league, right? Yeah, San Fran's pretty good. What was I doing here? Eli, yo, 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 welcome in. Good morning, good morning. Leveling a Zon as a plague javelin, says Darren. All right, interesting. Okay, not as painful as you would have thought. I guess if you're strictly leveling, I know that like you poisoning stuff and then kind of running away while it dies, it makes it annoying to magic find with, but now that I think about it, I've never done it before, just like thinking about it right now. Might not be as bad as, you know, as some may think for leveling. Because it actually does a lot of damage. It's just over time. So you like poison them and then just keep running. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Someone could fill a stamina pot. Well, I do have some black coffee right here, so. What? It is the legend herself, Mama Phil. Ooh, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, Sasquatch coming in with 16 months of not
on a great year by the Lions. Here's to next year.
Appreciate you. Not even a regular Slayer ship. Sasquatch with a legendary Slayer ship. My man, thank you so much. Supporting the channel. Supporting the channel. Kill the Cow King, get some stamina pots, right? That'll be all right. I got. Ooh, unidentified J mod. Once I get finding some godly gear here, trust me, we'll get rocking and rolling here. Alakazam over on Twitch. Question about item level and stuff. Can you get Death's Fathom? I didn't battle her again. This guy. Can you get Death's Fathom from Terrorized Andariel? You can, if it depends on the level of your character. Like if your character is for Death's Fathom, is that a TC87? So if you are, it's safe to say if you're like level 90, you could I believe you could definitely 100% get it. I would have to like, I don't remember what level Death Fathom is, and let's see. Bosses are always is it 2 levels above the Terror Zone? There's a lot of math, not a lot of math, but I just don't remember the numbers offhand. But if you're like in the 90s, 100% you can get Death Fathom. What Terrorize Andaro can drop is based off of, first of all, her normal loot table is the minimum, and then based upon your character level, the Terror Zone levels up. So probably if you're like level, if I had to speculate Alakazam without remembering everything offhand for perfect, if you're like level 85, I think Terrorize Andaro could drop Death Fathom, but there's a chance that's not right. Brad Thor coming with the fellas. Gold Magic Find. Team Replay, as always. Love to see it, Gold Magic Find. Thanks for hopping in and just hitting the like button for me. From the Philippines. My man. One day I got to do one of those flip-flop time zone streams to get some of you guys that are on the other side of the world. Oh, Brad coming in with the fellas. You know what? I think it's deserved. I think I need another little coffee sip here. Give me 1 second while I catch up on some of these. Upper echelon, I think Kansas City's going to win the Super Bowl. That's what I think. That's what I think. Actually going to battle her up here. Oh, Sasquatch over here a minute ago talking about the legendary channel badge that Brad Piddle's got over here. That was such a great idea for a channel badge. As soon as I did it, I was like, I'm hilarious. I am such a funny guy. New tunes are dope. Yeah, every once in a while, probably about every other week, one day I'll play these different types of songs. So each one of these playlists from this other guy, it's Stream Beats by Harris Heller, if anyone's heard of that guy on YouTube here. Yeah, they're just different stuff. So playlists are about an hour, so we'll go through a few of them today. Some are more lo-fi, some are more like trap, like some are more like, I don't know. I'm not great at genre-ing music, so maybe I shouldn't embarrass myself here, but Alakazam said he's 94, so yeah, Terrorize Andy absolutely then at that point could drop Death Phasm. It's the only item left for your Sorceress. Gotcha. Yeah, any of the champions in 85 areas can drop it too. It is a pretty rare one. So yeah, that's probably the rarest item for Sorceress item, that is. So the last one I found was in the World Stone Keep. I've found him in the pits. I've found him in the Cat Sanctuary. So one of those ones you just gotta keep plugging away. 2 years of watching this, a legend, says Brad Piddle. Ooh, man, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you hanging out with me all these, well, years now, actually, huh? All these years we've been hanging. Ooh, a long time. Says Brad Piddle says he plays vicariously through me. Yeah, it's just kind of recently. I never realized. I guess I don't know. Never realized how many people watch me, but just don't play the game anymore. I just kind of realized that recently, which is all cool and good. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. But just something I never realized, I guess. But now it makes sense because there's people I watch, like people that make Call of Duty videos. That I mean, I don't play Call of Duty anymore, but I remember playing Call of Duty. I loved Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. But yeah, it's awesome. Rob M, is that the same comment or a different comment? Come in saying, yeah, the new tunes are dope. Yeah, well, the whole I'm hilarious thing, Sasquatch, and I'm sure you know, I'm obviously kind of joking around. But I mean, I'm also hilarious, so. Rob M says, yeah, that's him. He doesn't play D2R no more, but likes watching the content. Appreciate you. This is the same playlist. This song is quite a bit different than the last one. Oop, didn't battle order again. I gotta make sure I'm switching weapons here and stuff. Phil, not great at the game. This and you Thermal says Brad. I don't know necessarily who that is, but that's the thing about YouTube. There's so many people that do YouTube. It's a million people to watch. This song's a little sketch, but we'll rock it. Son of War said he's the same way, doesn't play either, but likes getting the fix, watching the videos. Yeah, this song's a little strange, but we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it up. Come over, Treehead Woodfist farming. Let's go. Terrible Treehead Woodfist map right here. StarCraft 2. Okay, gotcha. Hey Phil, will be your character for new ladder season. James, DZ, I guess. I'm gonna go with Fist of the Heavens Paladin. The more I thought about it, I think I did start a ladder back in the day as a Fist of Heaven Paladin, but I barely remember it. But I'm gonna go with that one just because it's a really good character. Early on, budget, good with endgame gear. It's really good at helping people do everything too. Like you can carry players 8 Chaos Sanctuaries, no problem, to help level people. You can do their declones. You can farm torches for people. If you get after you get Enigma, you're rushing people. Like you can just do essentially everything. I mean, Eldritch and Shank are off limits, I suppose, but Binks, what's going on? Yo, welcome in over on Twitch, my man. Sunil said been a while since he played D2 as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's mid or late season 2 at that, so that's another reason probably a lot of people aren't playing right now. But what are you farming for, says Steve Vo? See, I'm doing a thing called the Holy Grail, Steven, where you try to find every single unique in the entire game, and I have one item left. I've found every single unique in the game except for Tyrell's Might. Nick Stevens, welcome in. Yo. Phil with the podcast voice. Yeah, I just got some random generic bald dude voice. All you gotta do is change turn a few knobs in the system audio settings, and boom, you got a podcast voice. So anyone you hear, they're talking, oh, what's going on, fellas? That's what they did. They went in there and they went whoop and added a bunch of low tones, and then you're set. You're golden. No, I think I got mine set pretty realistic to what my voice is, but obviously, I mean, it's hard to really tell what your own voice sounds like to yourself. Kind of one of those things like when you hear a recording yourself, you're like, oh, that's what I sound like? Ooh. I mean, of course, I hear my voice all the time, so like all day, every day, I hear recordings of myself when I'm editing and stuff, so I guess it's a little different for me, but God, coming in with the birthday cakes. Yo, oh, thank you for my literal daily birthday wish. Who can believe it? I've already had, what is it, 33 birthdays this year? Yeah, do you guys hear the good news? Puxicani Phil said early spring this year. I guess people from around the world probably have no idea what that means. For some reason, the United States, I'd have to assume, wait a second. So international people, do you guys know who Puxicani Phil is? And do you base your entire, life around what a groundhog says? Happy Friday, raced, yo! Happy Friday, yeah, good call on that one. Paycheck Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend. Yeah. Wyrton Willie, Wyerton Willie in Canada. Interesting. So every country picks their own groundhog. That's weird. Justin Crowell says the bones in your ear vibrate from when you're talking, so that's why it sounds different to you than other people. Interesting. So I wonder if Mama Phil's still in here. So my voice here on stream, if any friends or family who know me IRL, is this really what I sound like in real life when I'm talking? Or did I set, I don't know if I adjusted the audio in my computer to make the computer sound like it sounds when I talk to myself. I wonder. I wonder. That's probably what I did. So what you guys are hearing isn't what I sound like, it's what I sound like to myself only. Could be. Vanix, yo, welcome in, good morning. Good morning. James says, we the same age, bro, nice. Young 37, right? Son of War said he lives in New Jersey. Apparently the Groundhog thing is a Pennsylvania thing. Huh. Yeah, I thought it was just like a United States, like, urban legend, like, you know, funny thing that they just kept doing, so. Lucas Fuzz, what should you start offline with? I would always 100% of the time say start with a Sorceress. Unless you want to, like, challenge yourself or do something for fun, but if you want your offline single player to start off smoothly, and probably the easiest, start with a Sorceress. You have teleport. You can go farm Mephisto and Andariel to get, like, at least, like, Shaco and, you know, different things. Maybe some War Trebs. You can get, maybe, like, you get lucky, get a Haas or an Erectus Mesh and stuff like that. Or you can go farm up runes to make Spirit and Insight and things like that. You can run Lower Kuros to get some high runes to even make Infinity or Enigma if you want to go that way. I would always start with a Sorceress. Recommend to everybody. Unless you want to just, you know, do something different for fun or whatever. Upper Echelon talking about Groundhog Day. Everyone 40 plus likes that movie. Yeah, I've actually, and I'm not 40 plus, so it checks out. I've actually never seen the entire movie. I've seen it on TV a few different times, and yeah, I only watched parts of it, only caught parts of it, you know. Just never wanted to, like, go rent it, you know, from Blockbuster back in the day, or, like, I don't know. I guess I don't see it on Netflix or something. Phil sounds like a little girl. Darren! Come on. This guy. This guy. You know what band Beast is? Beast in Black. You kind of look like the lead singer from that. Wow, must be a good looking dude. Beast in Black. No, I've not heard of that one. Ratfurian. Have not heard of that band. Ray said he likes a groundhog on Groundhog Day. Not so much when he's tearing up your yard eating the flowers, right? Yeah, so I think I had a groundhog. It burrowed. You know how your downspouts come down and then you have like a concrete thing that like shoots the water away from your house? It went up behind it and burrowed down directly behind it. And yeah, I took a rock that was like this big and jammed it in the hole, and then it never dug another hole out, or I don't know if it got stuck out or got stuck in the hole. I don't know what happened, but it all just kind of just shoved a rock in and just kind of worked itself out. God says, I feel like it'd be better off doing Cast Sanctuary with a lightning source in Infinity. Maybe. That might be the way to go. Kind of a channel joke. I know. You guys wouldn't get it. What's Sorc, Lucas? I generally, you start off with fire until the general rule of thumb is Act 4 of Nightmare. You go, you know, firebolt, fireball, whatnot, and then I usually switch to Blizzard. But there's a lot of different options after that point. 50s, can we do it? 46s, we can't do it. Lubus Adonis. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. Ooh, keep it up. Little ducky doing some curls. Unfortunately, I'm not making it to the gym today. Well, day's not over. I guess I could maybe hit a Friday afternoon gym session. I don't know. Nah. Phil's not that much of a go-getter. But thank you so much for the 5. Oh, did I say dollars? Euros. 5 euro super chat. Favorite band. Favorite band. Kind of get asked that a lot. More recently, the ones I listen to the most are Falling in Reverse and Motionless in White. But if you're talking more like all time, because, you know, us old people, we just kind of listen to the same music forever, right? Big fan of Static X. Big fan of, you know, the first like the 2 or first 3 or 4 Atreyu CDs. Silverstein, emo band, like them a lot. So just different stuff around that genre.
£5 through super chat.
Oh, pounds. LBs. Lubos, once again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. You legend, dude. Brian Curry, yo, what's going on, fellas? Welcome in, welcome in. Almost up to the next level. We about to have a, what, 96 Necromancer here in a second? Superior Phase Blade, 4 sockets. A legendary passion rune word, huh? Maybe. I could be a 6 spirit sword. Sasquatch hopping in. I hope you had a great time at your show the other day. Appreciate it. Hopping in over on Twitch there. Dual viewing. You might have said a lot of times, never heard. What's your favorite D2 character? I mean, the character's got to be Sorceress. I mean, having teleport and then just everything else that the Sorceress can do. Even telekinesis is nasty. Like, gotta be the Sorceress. 44 to life. Where's the pally combats on that, fellas? Jim bad. No, Jim's not bad. I just woke up too late today. I had some major trouble sleeping last night. Typical old people problems, right? Speaking of things that never happened when I was like 19, right? Man, I didn't sleep last night. I had crazy bad heartburn, right? No 18-year-old ever says that. When you're 37, then all of a sudden it's a problem. All right, fellas, you got my back here. I know you do. I know you do. You guys know. Darkado, yo! Absolute favorite build in D2. I kind of just mentioned that in the video, but I'm pretty sure that, I mean, at least right now, you know, people's opinion change over time. They're are Rat Furian. I think the Nova Sorceress, to be honest. I think Nova Sorceress would be my choice. Brian doesn't get paid till next week. Steal another free membership before then. We'll see. If you're lucky enough to get chosen by the YouTube, I don't know, algorithm. If anyone gifts any memberships, Brian's looking to steal one somehow. That's one thing on YouTube. It's, I don't know about unfortunate, but that you can't, like, gift a membership, you know? Like, directly to somebody, I mean. It just has to be random. I like the Twitch version, how it's, you know, you can have it go to a random person or you can have it go directly to somebody. That's Rune. Mark Making found a Herald of Zakaroon. Good old Haas. Congrats on that one. Heartburn, what is that? Yeah, right, Brian. Sure. Yeah, Rob, I didn't check. I don't know if I'm pregnant or not. We'll have to see. This guy. Get out of here. Dark Hotto found a perfect Arcane's Valley the other day, huh? All right, all right. Cool find. Pretty cool find. Upper Echelon says, talking about there's a glitch in the new patch about crashing the game. I did hear about that. Yeah, I did hear about that. I guess it was from a particular dungeon or something. I seen a post about it or something that said they were disabling that dungeon. There could be other ones too. Who knows? Who knows for sure? Not me. I don't follow it that closely, but yeah. Loligan tried modding to include your runeword idea as Elemental's Gambit, but the game as is does not have a way for runewords to randomize skill trees and roll the skill tree simultaneously. Interesting. So like, you're saying they might not be able to do it? No, I feel professional Blizzard programmers should be able to figure it out, right? Not to mention they just fired so many people. You got to figure all that's left is the best of the best, right? So. Alakazam says, anyone ever get a weird purple glitch when entering terror zones? It's not permanent, right? Just kind of like a purple, almost like flash of lightning, kind of, sort of. Because I have seen something like that. Oh, it just went away. Ancient's Way, Icy Cellar. Who wants me to go farm Ancient's Way and Icy Cellar terror zone? Who wants me to do that? It's a good area, right? Good area? Chat, why didn't you tell me I was muted? Oh, 100 people did. Gosh dang it. I hit the button. Sorry, fellas. Typical Phil maneuver. Typical Phil maneuver. Yeah, I muted it so you wouldn't have to hear me blowing my nose. So that's a pro maneuver right there, but couldn't pull the whole package together there. Yeah, well, we'll get him next time. Thanks a lot, chat. Oop. Oop. You know what's the thing is too? Maybe I should just stop muting it. I don't think I've ever seen any other person streaming that muted their mic and then forgot to turn it back on. I'm gonna be straight up. Only me. Only me. I don't know. Okay, the light's on here, so it's definitely working now. Okay, good, good, good. Oops. I think he said something about the Lions being the Super Bowl again. Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of Lions in the Super Bowl, so some other stuff kind of coming to light, or coming into my knowledge base, I guess you could call it. There's actually a couple of people that the Lions are gonna have to sign this off season. So they actually have like 50 mil. They're like third or 5th, or no, they were 7th in the league in the amount of cap space they have. But they're looking to re-sign Goff and Decker, who are gonna, 2 veterans who are gonna want a lot of money. So really, they don't really have that much cap space. I wish they had more, and Goff is gonna be, apparently they're gonna give him like 50 mil a year or something stupid like that, which I really don't want them to do, but it's gonna happen, so we're gonna have to accept it and move on, huh? My level today? Probably, I would say. Unfortunately, there's not like really good terror zones or anything, obviously. There's a bunch of, for some reason I get the Icy Cellar daily, for whatever reason, so. Most normal person on social media, Rat Furion says over on Twitch here. Appreciate you. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty normal. I mean, everyone's normal, right? I guess, but appreciate you. Appreciate you. George says the background music's what's up today. Yeah, I just decided to switch it up. About every other week I throw this on. Some people like it, some people don't. Is what it is. But, you know, if you're coming here for the music, you know, what am I supposed to say, right?
Hello.
Hello. Lyle, yo! Thank you so much for the 16 months of Slayership. Thank you so much for supporting the channel for 16 months. Oh yeah, Justin, good call on that one. Don't forget to hit the like button for me, fellas. Helps out a little tiny bit in the YouTube algorithm, you know. Make sure all those D2 legends out there on YouTube, make sure they see the stream pop up in their feed. Good old like button, little boop, little boop. Bart Set, welcome in. Good day to stream, better believe it, better believe it. Lyle dropped a 25th torch yesterday. Finally got a paladin one. There you go. Yeah, that's about where I'm at on my Amazon torch hunt too, right? But the thing is paladin torches I feel more important than whatchamacallit, Amazon torch. Looks like I'm not the late to the stream. Redacted says not today. Welcome in, my man. Any cool finds yet today? Nope, not yet. Half hour in already, huh? Half hour in, nothing good yet. I think probably our most goated drop so far is what, Alder's boots. So we're gonna find some. Stony Toon's about to pay off for us, so. Haven't had any Act 2 music in a hot minute. I mean, I've been playing that playlist pretty much a lot lately. So it's probably just when you're not in here or whatever. It probably plays about an hour and 45 minutes into one of the playlists that I have, so. But yeah, it won't be popping up today. Ooh, 38. Just interesting. Not good, not valuable, or I would never use it, but just interesting. You know, we haven't heard is that G-Stack's favorite song lately, right? The outro song for every 80s movie montage. That song. Yeah, the stream ending song. Yeah, we don't play that one. Anytime I play that song, even if I'm like, guys, I'm just gonna play this song just so people who've never heard it can hear it. Instantly, like, half the stream leaves. They just hear that song starting, they're like, all right. Lo-fi beats, yo. Yeah, we're switching up a little bit today, just a little bit. The once every other week, a couple times a month, I play one of these different playlists over here from this Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Yeah, we won't fire it up right now, Scott. No one needs to hear it that bad. No. So Alakazam, I have if you know what a macro is, it's where you have a program that like hits keys on your mouse and keyboard and stuff like that. So I have my mouse is a Razer mouse. It came with Razer Synapse, which is some software that you can program macros into. So I just have the computer hit the buttons to save and exit, select the character, and select the player's difficulty here. I only use it for single player just because sometimes not that I worry necessarily, but I never know what could happen if I use something like that online. So I just don't. But I use it on single player so I don't accidentally reset my maps. And also to kind of like save my hand from clicking and moving around, because I'm always like editing and stuff. So yeah. If you wanted to see exactly 100% Alakazam over on Twitch here, the exclamation hands free, my bot will put a link into I made a video about it a couple years ago, probably now. Probably been a hot minute, huh? So I show the full software and stuff, so. Jewel. Damage taken goes 2 mana. Oh, new best drop today. Flawless Amethyst. Brain Hue drop. That must be Bone Hue, I'm guessing. Bone Hue drop next to Tal's helm. If only the helm was Eth. Yeah. The only thing is set items can't fall ethereal, but best way to walk a barb in single player Nightmare in Hell. So to walk a barb, I don't know. What do you mean by walk a barb? Sasquatch. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Ziltoid said he needs that. Lost a number of maps. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so if anyone wants to see that video about the Razer Synapse software, and there's other programs too. I do mention one in the video that I used to use before I had this mouse. But it just saves you just an ever so slight amount of time. You can be more efficient magic finding. You can not accidentally reset your maps on single player, which is the main reason why I did it. Yeah, no clue. Yeah, it's one of those things I guess you don't really think about, but you never, you don't ever see ethereal, like ethereal Tal's armors, right, or anything. This song's pretty neat. Would you use war cries? Oh yeah, so you're Sasquatch, you're just asking how would you do a playthrough. I've always done yeah, like a singer barb, war cry barb on the playthrough. I think now though, actually after some of the changes, it's one of those things I want to test out kind of here in the near future. I think a throw barb on a playthrough is actually kind of good now, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to test out more. I thought I had seen people like who played it and whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I don't know which one's better or if I'm misremembering there. I got to do some testing on that one. I would like to. Soul rune. Oh, just shout out every rune that drops no matter what. Ethereal set items would be cool. Yeah, I don't know why set items can't be ethereal. I don't know if there's some reason for it or if it's just that's what they decided and they decided, you know, they just never thought about it again. I don't know. Exactly, Justin. Throw barb, Act 3, enchant merc. Where are we at here? Okay, got the right weapon out. Oh, hit the right button. Alakazam said he rocks Frenzy. Okay, all right. I feel like the little bit of AoE on Warcry or whatever is just kind of the reason why that's kind of the go-to. Not to mention you can boost up the damage a lot easier with plus skills like around Nightmare and stuff. You can just throw on a couple of spirits. What spirit swords have 55 hit recovery, so you're rocking like 110 hit recovery just having 2 spirit swords. I forget what else on the spirit swords, but there's obviously spirit sword is awesome. It Warcry stuns stuff too, right? So OG Duriel said he has a Barbarian F Breath of the Dying Ghost Spear Roxubers. Nice. Yeah, that's probably a bunch of some high damage right there. Let's see. Biv says Max Roll has Shred Druid as their top speed farming build in D4 for the newest season here. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I loved Shred Druid. That was probably my favorite one. That was probably my favorite build I did last season. Or that was the season before maybe? I don't even remember. They all blend together. But yeah, Shred was pretty fun. You're literally just teleporting through the dungeons, just wrecking everything. Just wrecking. One-hitting every monster. I was ahead of the times, yeah. I was telling everybody how amazing it was. Oh no, we gotta use this NATO thing. You gotta do this. I'm like, guys, this Shred, look at it. Look at it. And I'm just like, just everything just exploding. Because that's really I don't think people realize that really when it comes to farming efficiency and stuff, like, probably at minimum 50% of your time is used not killing monsters. It's doing this right here, running, moving around, you know. And when you're teleporting through the dungeon, as soon as a monster gets in screen, you teleport to him. You don't have to run again. You teleport to the next one with Shred. It's insane. Not to mention you can have permanent what is it, unstoppable, I think, permanent unstoppable uptime. And then there's that aspect that whenever you're unstoppable and 4 seconds after, you run like 40% faster or something like that. So even when you aren't teleporting, you run crazy fast. Like you run like at the speed of the horse's speed burst, which was crazy. It might be different now. They sped up the horse, so that might not be accurate anymore. But I think they sped the horse up so it runs faster. So it could be not fully accurate, but still, you get the idea. I'm just goated, you know what I'm saying? Just goated. Brian says, at Grizz Caddy, most attributes on a single item included with the full set. Yeah, that is one of those items that would be pretty crazy, right? Zotted. Let's see, Grizz Caddy can have 5. Is it 4 or 5? 4. I think it's 4 maybe. But anyways, all those sockets on an ethereal Grizz Caddy and you like zot it up. Whew. No antidote potion over here. Sometimes, oh, that's why it's going away so fast. Gosh, I'm so not smart. I don't know why I cannot remember to use the battle orders. Just can't. It's not possible. Won't do it. Can't stop, won't stop. Grizz Caddy, quote unquote, even that good. Well, the thing is what it has on it for the amount of sockets it has. Because like I said, I think can it have 5 or just 4? Is that a pre-buff macro? Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I would forget to hit the macro, Alakazam. That's what happened. Doofin, what is going on? Hello, everybody. What's going on? Welcome in over on Twitch, my dude. Personally had double spirit claymores, threw on a Viper Magi and Immortal King's boots, gloves, and belt. The 3 set bonuses, amazing for Nightmare, says Redacted. Interesting. Okay, yeah. If you got the stuff saved up from another character, you can see that. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get this level today for sure. It's only noon. Oh my gosh, for sure. For sure. Redacted says 4. Okay, that's what I thought 5 at first, and I was like, wait a second, you're not right, Phil. That doesn't sound right. So it's 4. But yeah, the things that it has on it, plus the 4 sockets and the Grizz Caddy's like inherent base attack speed is like super fast. So that's why it's not like great. There's only like super, like, it used to be used. That's why it was used all the time for like the bear sorceress before. But they nerfed the way the attack frames work so that people don't really use that bear sorceress as much anymore. But yeah, you could hit some wacky attack rate breakpoint with it back in the day. Love the YouTube vids. Blood Axe, thank you so much. Keep slaying. Ooh, yeah. Thank you so much for watching the videos, man. Welcome into the stream. Oop, wrong button. Phil. Oops. Redacted says a jaw and a gull today. Man, you guys in your luck. You guys in your luck. Congrats on that, though. Like 98.6% jelly. Approximately. Redacted says equip 3-piece Ike level 31. Wow. Yeah, definitely one of them ones I didn't realize they were that low, huh? You think about the huge strength on the Ogre Maul, and then of course the Ike armor, IK armor. That's another one of those controversial pronunciation things, right? I always say Ike armor, but then people are like, it's IK armor. One of those controversial ones, huh? Don't forget YouTube, fellas. Don't ask too often here, but yeah, make sure you guys slap that like button for me. IK armor, Cody B, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, I was joking. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those ones, can't stop, won't stop, but Ike armor, yeah. Been saying it the wrong way for 2 decades. I ain't stopping now, so I am not stopping now. Ooh, bloodletter. Swachchen. This song's a little odd, but we'll leave it. We'll rock it anyways. Not my favorite song, but maybe some other people like it. Lyle, yo! Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Supporting the channel, my man. Y'all one of them legends. Make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos all the time. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay. Wish it was fire, but max poison res, 9 to strength. I don't know, what does the strength go up to on a jewel? I feel like 9 is that up there? I think. So at the max with strength, I'm gonna hang out of that one. Why do I feel like 9's the max? I don't know why. I don't know why that's in my head. Alakazam says, pretty sure it's 9. Yeah, I thought so, but it's one of those ones that, you know, you don't really care about that much, so you don't, you know, lock it in, so. That wand looked huge in character selection screen. Oh, the D-Web you're talking about, Maroon Bond? Guess I never really noticed. To check it out later. It looks like a staff in his, like he's holding a staff in one hand. Ooh, 2 jabs. One of these got to be great.
Lyle donated $2 through Super Chat. Yo.
Yo. Once again, thank you so much, Lyle. Have I tried Fury Druid doing Ubers? No, I have not.
How does bot say it? Settle once and for all. IKIK.
IKIK. Yeah, whatever the AI voice says is what it is, huh? Well, I don't think you can really trust AI, am I right? Can't trust AI. It is known, it is done. So yeah, Loligan, the whole Fury Druid doing Ubers, I've seen other people do it, so it's definitely possible. It looks really good, looks like it works real good. It's just not something I really ever wanted to do, I guess. OG Duriel says, perfect strength jewel for trade, 25 jaws, no low balls. I know what I got. Yeah, right? Every once in a while you see those. What? Didn't I battle order up? I could have... It's not. Jay Frenetic says Fury would need a lot of attack rating for Ubers. Yeah, any of the melee. I've done Ubers with Frenzy Barb, and yeah, you gotta like, I think I rocked dual angelics. I think I even had 2 angelic rings, so you get 1,000 attack rating per. In order to like land enough shots, so. But that's because Frenzy, you know, you just attack so fast. I don't remember why I did Frenzy the first time, actually, to be honest. I guess I just don't play a lot of Druid, so I started Barb before Druid. Because especially single player, Barbarian's like the goated, like, Holy Grail magic finder. So, that's probably why I did it that way. Alakazam says, yeah, Fury Druid rips Ubers, Rib Cracker, 4k HP. Get those reses up. Yeah. I've definitely seen it rip before, so I definitely know it's good. Cody B said he's Team Ogre. So now, yeah, Brian says, yeah, now you understand why it's Ike. Yeah. This is the same playlist. It sounds like completely different stuff here. Yep, same playlist. There's actually like 10 songs left, so. Yeah, Brian says, Viv probably calls it Ogre X. Yeah, right? What kind of nincompoops call it an Ogre X? Oh gosh, it's painful even to say that way. What kind of ninny heads call it that, right, fellas? Am I right? Cody Biff said AI told me to put Frostburns on for cold damage. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys remember. We should go back and watch it on stream here or something. I did a video that was ChatGPT takes my job is what it was called, and I did build guides based upon what ChatGPT told me to do, and it was just straight up. I was like, how do you build a cold sorceress? What gear what's the best gear to use on a blizzard sorceress or something like that? And it was, first of all, it was giving items that were in Diablo 3 for me to use in Diablo 2, and then it was just straight up making up stuff. Like, that's what it does all the time with everything, that you can't trust it. But it was just like, use the ethereal legend helm that gives you plus, you know. I'm just like, what are you talking about? It was just straight up making things up, straight up just making everything up. And the thing is too, I know that it's not connected to the like the modern internet, so it's like a year or two behind or whatever, how ChatGPT works. D2's been around forever. That stuff was on the internet. It should have been able to find it, right? Should have been. Loligan said he was specifically thinking about F Reaper's Toll versus Ribcracker for Fury Druid. Yeah, I'm not experienced enough myself, but if we just go me thinking with my sweet Phil brain, look at those 3 to 5 added damage. Let's go. I would probably go Ethereal Ribcracker, I think. Because let's see, it's got so much crushing blow on it already, right? That Ribcracker has a bunch of crushing blow and it attacks stupid fast. Let me Google machine it real quick. Ribcracker D2R. Yeah, 50% crushing blow. After Shale, it has 70 increased attack speed. Minimum damage is 330 to 493. And this one right here is a non-ethereal version I'm looking at. Hit recovery 50 on it too, right? So it's a little behind my head. It's no big deal, but yeah, that crushing blow, right? This crushing blow, oof. It's even got 100% defense on it. I guess I never noticed that. Not that that's like a huge, but it's just kind of funny when you see stuff like that on weapons. Yeah, what a sick item, right? What a sick item. In a staff too is what was extra interesting. Grief with no shield. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Okie dokie. See you in a little bit. Galback says hi, everybody. Galback says you gotta hit the like button too, just letting you guys know. Y'all just like, why is he just staring up in that corner for some reason? I don't know, what's he doing? The legendary Galback says, Brian. Ooh, yeah. Battle ordered up this time. Man, I'm so smart. Throw Colossus Sword of Quickness. Gosh, that would be so sick. I would lose my mind equally if I found a Tyrell's Might right now or a Cruel Colossus Sword of Quickness. Equally. Two skeletons. Ooh, Blood Axis, hit that like button. Yeah, you know what's up. You know what's up. N said, I've done a number of ways DPS on Ethereal Death Decapitator. Best in slot for Ubers. Interesting. I've never heard that before. An Ethereal Decapitator. I don't think I've ever seen or heard of anybody use that for anything before, so you say in your experience that's the best, huh? Interesting. Phil, have you ever tried any MMOs, and would you ever play one? If not, is it just because it's not your cup of tea? MMOs. Yeah, I've just never really played them like at all. I guess I can't say exactly why, but Neelathak. Oh, my man Neelathak. We all thought he turned evil, and then we slayed him, but actually he's over in the Twitch chat. comes in with the tier 1 sub. Ooh. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with a subscription over on the Twitch. You legend. Haha. What's up, everyone? He says, welcome in, welcome in. I don't know that I wouldn't never play MMOs. I don't know. A lot of times MMOs, just the way they're designed, and this is just from what I see, like I said, I haven't played them like at all, I guess. They're designed in a way to not necessarily be fun, but to like keep you on the game as long as possible. So I don't know. And then it comes down to you know, I've always played a lot of like offline single player games, so then I can just play whenever I want to. It doesn't have to be like, oh, when are we doing this raid, guys? Like I have to play then, like kind of thing, you know what I mean? So can you get Tyrell's Might from a chest? No. I mean, if you can in like Terror Zones, I'm unaware of that. I don't think you can get Tyrell's Might from a chest anywhere. Definitely in here, yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, Leandro, definitely Nova Sorceress' favorite character for sure. Double axe, ooh, legendary. Out of coffee, man. I kind of want to go make some more, but shouldn't do it. Shouldn't do it. Rat Furian says he loves how Guild War 2 does it, but he says it is true that sometimes I comment that it doesn't seem fun sometimes in MMOs, that they design the game just to keep you in the game as long as possible, not necessarily to make the game as good as possible. Yeah. Double axe preferred CTA base. That's what the goats do right there. What, I put this one in a war axe, didn't I? Just to switch it up. Yeah. Woohoo. Let's go. Oh, sick. Let me hop over here real quick. Did I get this? I got that out of there. All right. Brian says he doesn't think racks are high enough level. Yeah, because usually you got to have the champion to get up to TC87, but I don't know. Terror Zones mess everything up. They mess everything up, so I don't know about the whole racks and chests and things like that. So Frenetic said, did Neelathak give you a key over on Twitch? Yeah, I wish. Actually, I got enough keys from Neelathak, to be honest. Deeds up a minute ago said ethereal decapitator death is the goat. Interesting. I guess it's one of those ones you only ever see it like on the offhand of barbarians, right? So like grief, death, offhand barbarian, since that's like one of the metas, I guess you call it. There we go. Trying to figure out where I was going there for a second. Here for my fill luck. Wolf, yo. Yeah, you always hop in here and then start finding god tier stuff, huh? Best of luck. Hopefully some, well, I'm not getting the luck today, so hopefully you get it, huh? Hopefully. Oh, Don got a curses. Ooh, curses with 34 to life. Well, congrats, I guess. Congrats, and also sorry. Yeah, we'll see. Why not? Ooh, man. That could have got 45 res, 4 sockets. If it was just Jeweler's Vortex Shield of deflecting, and then had 45 to life. I could probably sell that thing for like 100 grand. I wonder if anyone's ever found one of those. Like, even, has anyone ever seen one of those before? I've seen a jeweler's like Cuirass shield of deflecting, but I think it had like 41 res or something, the one I had seen. Anyone ever seen a jeweler's paladin shield of deflecting that had 45 to life on it? Like, that'd be just crazy. I cannot imagine, like, you'd be talking about how many accounts full of job runes for that, I bet. Jewelers. S must be Sacred Targe of deflecting, maybe? S. Maybe? Yeah, I can't remember. But specifically the 45 to life thing, right? Because it could get any or a 45 to res, I mean. Oopsie. Because it could get any res value. So like the odds of that happening would just be stupid impossible. It's not impossible. It's possible, but like, you know what I am saying, right? It'd just be so crazy to find. Omek, yo, welcome in. Yeah, quote unquote a literal. I think the proper scientific way to say it is a J-stud would be worth a metric ass ton. One metric ass ton. When does season 6 start? Gorky. So sometime next week they're supposed to announce what day the next season is starting. So, and then it's probably, from what I hear and what I suspect, it'll be about 2 weeks after that announcement. So, looking good, Phil. Appreciate you, Mac. Thank you for lying. Am I gonna hit 96 this stream? Oh yeah. A couple more hours. I mean, for sure, I'd say. I think there's an OK Terrors. Oh, it's Flare Jungle is coming up, which I might do just because, you know, it's got the all them little 900 little flare boys up in there, so we can just melt them super quick, blast them and move on, blast them, move on. Not doing the Flare dungeon, I can tell you that much. A J-stud with 45 all res for sale for 5 32020s right now. Oh, that's a good point. It's so expensive you have to trade it for 32020s, which 32020s are worth several high runes themselves a piece. That's a good point. Weird that this one has like lyrics voice in it. Usually none of these do. Oh, geez, Brian. Brian says a 32020 right now is roughly, he sees going for 60 jaw runes, so. Oh my gosh. Boy, it would be real tough not to try to, like, break terms of service in D2R to not just, like, sell a J-stud if you found one, am I right? You're like, I know the terms of service, but we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna try to find a way. I mean, I guess nowadays, I bet you jaw runes on those Chinese sites, actually, they probably, a jaw rune right now probably sells for like $1. So it's not even like that much money, I guess. Raced said he likes a video about the favorite build for each class, but he likes, sounds like a little off meta stuff here. Plague Javelin, Vengeance, Summon Necro, Fury Druid, Frenzy Barb, Frozen Orb, and Phoenix Assassin. Okay. Couple on meta, couple off. Well, not on meta, but Summon Necro. Love it. Love it. Blood Axe. So generally on a Necromancer, he asks, what did I make my Iron Golem out of? 99% of the time, if you can choose, you make it out of an Insight, because you actually get the aura from the meditation aura from the Insight, so you don't have to put it on your Mercenary if you don't want to. Insight, if you're budget and you don't have any better, Insight's not even a bad option for your Mercenary, even if you make your Iron Golem out of an Insight. But yeah, you make it out of an Insight. Sometimes people go crazy and they make like a super expensive rune word in it or whatever, but yeah, 99% of the time I'd say Insight. Iron Golem, what you want to do for all the necromancers. Feel for a wind druid, would you say Act 5 Merc or Act 2 Merc? Need to crepify for more NATO damage. Trying to think what I don't play a ton of NATO, but because like I mentioned in that video, it's one of my druid and assassin are kind of my least played characters because I like them the least, so I play them less. So it's probably been like a year since I played a NATO druid. Ooh, I probably almost always go with Act 2, but I think I even used an insight there to keep my mana up so I could just keep spamming and spamming and spamming and spamming NATOs. Maybe. Can't promise you though. I'd have to go back and check the vid. Hard to remember what I did a year ago, right? Double key drop from Neolithic and an Ohm Rune. Ooh, man. Nice. Congratulations, Baxter. Sounds like it's all over here. Sounds like the playlist over. Gonna have to pick a new one. All right, I'm gonna pull up new playlist real quick. So just super short time while I'm hopping over here. Which one? I feel like maybe this Breaker one is pretty good. Breaker. Maybe. We'll find out in a second here. Yeah, Rat. I actually just made a video about that, Rat Fury, and about the, at least for budget characters, the Act 1 Mercenary with Insight, yeah, just for the AI to keep it safe and alive instead of constantly just charging into its own demise. Yeah. Deed says Act 2 Reaper's Toll, talking about for the Wind Druid. Yeah. Is that what I used, or are you saying that's what you would use, Deed? It's probably what you would use, huh? I'm sure I just, even if I went with something to break physical immunes, I probably went with an Act 2 just because, you know, I already got all the Act 2 gear together. I wouldn't have to go track it down and stuff. Big fan of easier. Big fan of easier. Server. So yeah, I don't have a music thing for this one set up. If you just type in stream beats on YouTube, it'll pop right up. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that. I don't have that technology set up yet for. Reminds you of whatever that word is. All right. Yeah, it's just creative, just like free stuff you can use on stream. Stream beats by Harris Heller. Rat Furian said he's pretty sure I'd heard of Beast in Black. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't sound familiar though. Omax said he heard they buffed Wind Druid last patch. I don't remember that. I don't know. I don't remember it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Oh yeah, the next hit delay change. Okay. I forgot about how, yeah, okay. Interesting. Forgot about the way some of those mechanics work, I guess. Especially next hit delay, that's not one I really usually think of, you know. Hassan, yo, nice music. Appreciate it. Yeah, a little bit switch up today. Why not? I figured. Why not? Oh, please. Frenetic said he's going to call your Act 2 Mercenary Leroy Jenkins from now on. Yeah, pretty much. See, that's what I was talking about, how funny I am, guys. See, that one Leroy Jenkins joke in the video. That's how funny of a guy I am. Three times damage buff. I mean... 3x damage buff on a Wind Druid. I mean, is that literal, or are you talking... that's actually in practice, or are you talking, like... deeds? There's no way it could be dealing like you would 3x damage buff on the tornadoes if you could actually output 3x the damage, like 3x DPS like that. I mean, it would be, oh my gosh, caught me off guard here. We were talking a little about the Wind Druid. Guys, is this a rare one or what? I knew Stony Tombs Poison Nova Necro was paying off. All right, let's see what we get here. Boom. I don't know how this rolls actually, so I should probably look it up. Hype. Let me look it up to compare real quick. I do not know how this rolls. So let's go Astrians, D2R. Click. Enhanced damage. Ooh, no. Goes up to 290 on the enhanced damage. The added damage is max. 85 is max. 40 to 85. Combat skills are right in the middle. A lot of things roll differently on here. 187 is pretty good on the enhanced attack rating. All right. I'm happy with though. Astrian's such a sick find. Such a rare item. Ooh, yeah. Love to see it. Love to see it. We're gonna hang on to it. I just want to do this real quick. That's awesome. So we're using our luck over and over again. I wonder. Also, someone can help me out too. Somebody had said Silas Spin's drop odds calculator has a dark mode, and I've never seen it, and I don't know. Someone said that there is a dark mode, but I don't know how. Let me pull this up real quick. I want to look. It doesn't necessarily... We'll go with it, though. Let's put 300 magic find in here. We'll put about what we have. From a champion. I want to look up the difference between Astrian's Ward. Is that how it's, like, pronounced or whatever? Or spelled, probably. Yeah, Astrian's Ward. Okay. I want to look at how different the odds are for... Why is it not popping up? Oh, base item. Am I blind? Okay, here it is. Astrian's Ward drop odds relative to Tyrell's Might. So this is just random champion. We'll go probability up. 1 in 331,000. What's the Yeah, we'll have to look at it one day. I haven't rocked it in a long time too, so maybe that's something I could do here in a not too distant future. Talking about that wind druid. Wolf said never got a Tyraels probably or a wind force. I've got quite a few wind forces, quite a lot of those, but Tyraels not so much, which is not uncommon. It is not uncommon. It's a good weapon for an Act 5 Merc besides Lawbringer Grief. I mean, there's a lot of different options, I guess, if you're not talking technically the best. Yeah, lightsaber Azarath, go with the Last Wish if you're rich. Rock that Sazabi set. Brain was glitching there for a second. You guys probably thought I had a seizure or something. I was like, that full Sazabi set's for budget stuff, right? Everyone throws, what is it, Plague over there for the, that one proc on it too, so that's another option, right? Oh yeah, Head Striker's low again. How did I forget about that? The Head Striker. There you go. Should you make an Oath, says Omac. I mean, Oath would be a fine option, I suppose. Is it the biz? Probably not. But, well, definitely. Sorry, I just punched my monitor on accident. Wow, I just messed everything up. What the H did I just do? My bad, fellas. Hold on. This right? The setup good? My bad. Just reaching for a Kleenex and I just punched my monitor. It's typical stuff from Sweet Phil. And half the chat leaves from the camera just getting destroyed. Redacted. So, you're a summon Necro, huh? The thing about adding clear speed to a summon Necro is that your biggest thing that's going to help you with your clear speed is like how good your mercenary weapon is, really, kind of, sort of. Besides that, I mean, really it's just getting plus skills on your character, really. Plus skills, plus skills, plus skills. So the more plus skills adds to the corpse explosion radius. It'll add to the radius of amp damage, and it boosts up your summon damage and life and all that good stuff. So, but your summons, they do damage, but to be honest, like 90% of the time with a summon Necro, the first body that gets dropped is by your mercenary, and then you just start corpse exploding that and everything else. So that's pretty much my recommendations. It just goes plus skills, and then yeah, what you have on your mercenary, because you're gonna have a insight golem, right? So I would say maybe one thing, make sure you don't have cold damage on your mercenary, because if that first body shatters, then you don't have a corpse to explode. I made that mistake before. I forgot that obedience has cold damage on it, because even though it has a bunch of crushing blow, which is good for damage, then you're like 50% of the time the body shatters, and then you don't have no one to blow up. So I guess that's the best advice, I think, without actually seeing how he's playing and with that. So Deeds up here a minute ago, where they were talking about good stuff to use on the Act 5 Mercenary, says he goes Grief Plague. There you go. Sounds good option. That's another one I don't have a ton of. The Act 5 Mercenary. It's hard for me personally to get away from. Oh, there we go. To get away from the Act 2 Mercenary. You know, boosting up, because I don't really care too much about like how much damage my mercenary is doing, with the exception of that summon Necro. Am I right, fellas? It's hard to get away from using like Infinity for that Conviction Aura, boosting up your damage more. instead of worrying too much about more things that the Mercenary's doing. Not to mention, here I'm using the Might to get a kill, but get away from the cold aura that you get usually on casters. So, just for me though, just for me though. I've tried to talk myself into using it, but then I just go, man, I want to have Infinity on there. Or if you're a melee character, you're like, I want to have that Might aura. Just me. Smulp sits late to the party. Just hopping in. Welcome in, Smulps. Welcome in. Oh, walking too far. I think I'm going to try this one. We're almost to the next level here. We're going to get it for sure. The thing is, this is a terror zone, which I run all the time, as you can tell. I've never been here before. But I just want to see... You got all these little flares that are super weak. You see one corpse popping and it's lights out for them, so you can kind of like melt them pretty quick. See what's up. I just got it on players 3 here too, so it's nothing difficult. Don't even have to corpse explode, they'll die before that actually. Rough area to play though, I feel. Feels awkward out here. I guess probably just because I don't play it a lot too. Deed saying Act 5 Mercenary doesn't necessarily complement Necro. Yeah, is it more... I feel like it's more of for melee characters, right? That's what the Plague gets put on there a lot for. I think. Woo! Get out of there. Oh, there they... Oh, unidentified 220 Java gloves. Let's go. Go ahead. One martial art. About the same thing. About the same thing. Found a death web yesterday. Commander replay. Nice. Congrats. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Teleport out. Yeah, my hit recovery is not... I don't even know what the hit recovery breakpoints would be on, but hit recovery doesn't feel great. Especially when you're getting hit a lot. Ooh, matter of seconds. Matter of seconds here. We need a couple million experience. You get that in no time. Maybe. Oh, I never did the Gibbon thing, apparently. We could do that. Go get some god tier ring, right? Small charm. Goated 1 to defense. Yeah, Barb, says Wolf. Talking about Act 5 Mercenary. Double barb it up. Let's see, where'd he go? No, not gonna have a player guy out here. Okay, guess we'll get him next time, huh? Or was that him? Yeah, well, guess we'll pass. Sometimes I do that. I've hit that before where I go to do the flare and he's just not there. Lulligan said he used Act 5 on a fire druid. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done fire in a minute. Someone said the other day on the video when I picked the Wind Druid, they said that right now, according to the changes that have happened, the Fire Druid is the most powerful Druid you can make. Wasn't sure if that was... I was like, been a minute since I played it, but I mean, I don't know about that. 3956 are the hit. Okay. Gross, 56. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate when you're rocking a spirit shield, huh? Reses are real low. That's why I have these tri-res boots on over here. But YOLO, right? Need that small charm. Yeah, that one, if I just had that one more defense, then chat wouldn't kill me again. Fissure Druid OP. Yeah, I like rocking that Fissure one if I do the fire. I don't know. I just felt like, and this was, you know, like I was talking about earlier, it's been a little bit since I've done either one, to be honest, because Druid's not the funnest one for me, but definitely fire felt better. Or, I mean, excuse me, the Wind Druid felt better, in my opinion. Boy, this player jungle is enormous. I don't really remember it being this crazy. I mean, I knew it was kind of a larger area, I guess, but... Boy, I'm flying through potions here, huh? Oh, haha, that's why. Jump Phil! That would be why. Onita Wolf said people in Phil's chat are super helpful. Yeah, there's a lot of OGs in here. Probably half the, I don't know about half people. Definitely some people in here probably know more about the game than I do, so for sure. Oopsie, did I go too far? And good call on that one. Thanks, Cody Bibb, for slamming that socials link. Yeah, make sure join up the Discord. A lot of very smart dudes can help out with different questions and stuff. Okay, went too far, so that's as far as she goes. Gotcha. All right, let's check up. Oh, it doesn't go there. Oh, you could jump that. Nice. Oh, there he is. There it is. How about that? The one monster sitting over in the corner. How did I know? Deeds, it says endgame Fire Druid way more expensive than Windy. All right, interesting. Did he, do I have to have this in an actual... Oh, there we go. I was like, what happened? Let's go, baby. 9 life, 3 all res, 1 to man after each kill. One of those things, if you find it on a playthrough, you're like, ooh, let's get lucky. But yeah, when you find it at this point in the game, you're like, or when you finally do that quest on accident, like I did there, just because I was out there, it's like, glad I wasted my time doing that. Server over on Twitch said, yeah, talking about the Fire Druid, Ravenlore, Infinity, Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix, yeah, forgot about that. Good call. Yeah, Wind Druid's pretty much like a standard caster setup, right? It's a standard caster setup. You can pretty much just transfer your Paladin gear over to your Hammerden gear or your Fist of the Heavens gear over to your Druid, call it a day. Saffron, yo! Any like button enjoyers in the chat? Any like button enjoyers in the chat? Ooh. Smolp said, Hurricane Druid your favorite? Just rocking only Hurricane with nothing else? Interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure 100% what you mean by that. Because isn't Hurricane just like a skill you use along with everything else? I'm kind of confused here. Grand Charm, gotta check it. I heard you. I heard you drop back there. Onita Wolf said, oh, he's tapping that like button. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate you. Nate, yo, welcome in. Welcome in, Nate. Hurricane Druid, the best chip gem finder. Oh, yeah. Oh, we just hit it, fellas. Cap that group and it's done, so we'll get the extra vitality, I guess. All right, here's the $1 million question. Here's the $1 million question. Where do we put the extra point at? Lower res, I guess, huh? To get point brain melting hurts 0.7 radius extra. Yeah, that's what we should do. I mean, I might as well have not put these extra points into here and just bump up the survivability on my Golem, to be honest. I wonder what the cutoff point is over here to where, like, there's got to be a point where you put 2 points into it, but you only get 1 point of res. Wonder where it's at. Really, I should have just put the points down here instead of, like, going with a little bit of extra radius here. Super not important. I really don't need to stress over this. Or I could have put the extra points down here. Get the extra survivability on that. But we ain't respecking at this point, fellas. Whatever. I'll just put them over here from now on. It ain't worth it at this point. Matching corpse explosion with lower resistance radius. Yeah, it's just at a point. I forget what the size of the screen is. I don't have those kind of numbers memorized. I'm not that min-maxy. But I probably got plenty of it into lower res to, like... Yeah, I pretty much hit the entire screen already, so... I probably didn't need to put any extra points into that with this many plus skills. And I could have just, like, bumped up my survivability on the bone armor with the points into the synergies. Oh well. We'll worry about that. We'll let future Phil worry about that. Usually amp damage, not lower res. I tried them both out, and I mean, I didn't do any math. Who's got time for that? Lower res felt way better than amp damage after I really got around to it. Because actually, for the first, like, full day I was farming, I actually had amp damage on accident. Because I hotkeyed the wrong one, even though I put the points into lower res. Just garbage. So I was like, oh, and then I switched to the lower res, and I was like, wait a second, this feels worse. And then I actually, like, tried it for a bunch more runs, and I switched back and forth between the two the other day. And then I was like, oh, another Sunday. Oh, okay, all right. Just the amount of life that you suck down on the poison damage, and then you corpse explode and just nuke everything. Like, I thought it felt better. Poison. Okay. 15 poison damage on the charm. Let's go. Maths for nerds. I mean, technically speaking, I believe that's accurate, but yeah. If you're a crazy min-maxer, first lower res, cast, then when you go to corpse explode, then cast amp damage. Boy, yeah, that's a little bit... Ooh, man. That's too much for me. For sure. JV, sorry I didn't see it up here a minute ago. How those godly drops coming? Found a couple today. Found a couple actually, right? You'll see them on the highlight video coming probably in the next few days. Battle orders. Who uses those, Steven? Not this guy. I thought I did use battle orders. Must have ran out already because I'm playing so slow probably. So bad at the game, I play so slow. Clear speed's like -5, whatever that means. Making up numbers here. 61's where lower res falls off, according to Rob A. So yeah, I probably didn't even need to put any extra hard points into it, but don't know that I really even care at this point to respec into to respec and make a new Iron Golem. Like, it's probably not a deal. Not a deal I care to deal with. Oh my gosh, Jonathan just says here on YouTube, had a jaw rune drop in the pits. My god. It's awesome. That's awesome. Jaw rune's always sick to find. Never a bad day when you're finding a jaw rune, right? How long does the inside Iron Golem last? If he's not up, do you burn mana like crazy? Oh, yeah. When you start corpse exploding and teleporting, I don't really use life charms, so I'm just throw it out, I guess. When you're teleporting around, and then you're like corpse exploding, teleporting around, you just like... Constantly, he's just like, I'm out of mana. Constantly. And yeah, the Iron Golem essentially, not literally, essentially never dies. About the only time I ever have an issue now is Lord Desace's pack. If I don't like babysit the Iron Golem for Lord Desace, he gets killed sometimes. But that's about the only time. Or if you don't watch him fighting Diablo. Only need 3 more jaws for my build. Says Commander Replay. Nice. Ooh, it's an expensive one. Iron Golem lives forever, says Wolf. Yeah, pretty much at once you get it set up in endgame like this anyways, yeah, for sure. Unless you, because like if I went and respec right now, as soon as you respec, you have no points into Iron Golem, so that's why I said I don't want to respec right now. Not that it's a big deal, because I literally have 4 insights sitting in my inventory, and since he never dies, I don't know, maybe I will go respec just because I can. Yeah, maybe I'll go do that. I mean, I have 4 insights right here, so why not? Why not? YOLO, fellas, right? We gotta make sure we don't click no wrong buttons, though. With a metal grid, Frenetic, as long as you don't take the metal grid off, the Iron Golem will stay. If you take the metal grid off, the Iron Golem dies instantly. So we'll try it out. We'll try it. Oh, poor guy. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, poor thing. So sad. So sad. So we got to make sure, because with this one, well, I guess I don't need to worry too much about the respec sitch, actually. Since It's funny the bone armor stays up even though I don't have points in the bone armor. So we definitely want to get just 1 point down to lower res. I want to go. We're doing poison, so we're obviously going to want to do that. And max, max, max. Summon. I just don't want to... Oh, I almost was like, oh, I'm going to dump all the points in Iron Golem. I almost did that right now. Almost did it. We want to go Golem Mastery. The one in here. The rest into here. Keep him alive as much as possible. So even at 21 points, so we had minus, yeah. So these 11 points only raise it to 3% over here. So probably don't want to do that. Probably was a mistake on my part there. I don't remember. Probably go back and watch my own videos, huh? And then the next level, so it would be 1%. I don't think that really matters. Probably gonna go. Let's see, 15 absorb. Oh yeah, they did change that. So points into bone armor is equal to the same as the synergy, right? And it never changes. So maybe just for S's and G's, since it's the same amount, we might as well get these skills, right? Just go one. Well, I'll just put one into here, I guess. We have bone wall, just in case we ever want to use it. We can get some more absorb. I don't think I didn't put any extra into corpse explosion before, so I guess we don't really need to do that now. I could, or I could just not do it. What do you guys think? Slam in the chat what you think. You think I should go with the extra safety on bone armor since my resistances are low anyways? Or you think I should go more radius into corpse explosion? Or whatever other opinions you got real quick. Feel free to hit any whatever opinion you got in the chat. We'll see how many people agree or disagree or whatever. Alakazam over here on Twitch says the armor route, corpse explosion, slams in over on YouTube real quick. Yeah, I was gonna go armor and then I started second guessing with corpse explosion, so. Armor, bone armor, spamming corpse explosion anyways. Might as well go with the corpse explosion, get more damage. Always go more damage, right? Ooh. Get the radius higher. It's not more damage, but you know, if you're hitting more monsters, it would be technically more DPS. So bone armor is only physical, so go with the corpses for sure. Okay, all right. Max corpse. A lot of corpses, so we're gonna go with that. That's what I would started second guessing myself, where I'm like, I don't think that's I don't think that's what I should do. Insight Skith. There we go. Insight Skith. Oh, let's go. So we went with corpse explosion. A little extra radius, which would technically in a roundabout way increase DPS. Wait a second. Oh, I just went a little bit. Okay, I thought I maybe popped whatchamacallit. So best defense is a good offense, killing stuff faster, right? Glass cannon approach. Ooh. And like Deed said, the armor probably ain't even help you out that much, since really my rough resistance is more of the issue. Not that I'm having a survivability issue, but when I do. When I do. They can't hit you if you're already dead. There you go. Can't argue with that logic. Can't argue with that. Woo! Oh. Maybe I should put more points into it. Why do I even have the call to arms on my other side when I don't even use it? Am I right, fellas? Man, if I had more points into bone armor right there, I probably wouldn't have almost died. Thanks a lot, chat. Yeah, the lower res doesn't quite cover the whole screen anymore, but I mean, that's all right. It goes to like right here. I mean, it's pretty much the whole screen. Right here, it cuts off on the edges. That's not too big of a deal. There is a little bit of a quality of life issue there, but just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Feels quite the whiner when it comes to stuff, huh? Always oh yeah, of course it was trash. It's of course chat's fault. Of course, there's never a doubt in that one. Wait, why do I feel like I'm dying so much faster now? What did I do? I don't know. I feel like I'm just dying so much faster all of a sudden. Skill issue, I'm sure. God. Whoops. Wait, do I have... I have Town Portal hotkey? I do not want that. Like, why do I feel like I'm just dying so fast all of a sudden? Crazy! This poison is just like melting me. Not sure what happened. I know I got garbage poison res here, but did I forget something? There's nothing in here that would even help that out, so it must just be a figment of my imagination. It's called Stream Beats by Harris Heller, Josh S. What was I just gonna look at? I was gonna look at something super important. Nope, can't remember now. Oh, that's what it was. I just seen this, the Town Portal. When did I do this? Wait. I don't have it hotkeyed. How did I do that a second ago? I don't know what key I hit to do that. Interesting. Super poison plus amp damage. Yeah, that's what it is. Super poison. Definitely just a skill issue. Oh, I hit the number. How did I hit the number? Yeah, that must have been what it was. Pontor? I think how that's pronounced. But that must be what it was. Level 3. Man, at level 3, if I found a little fire res FCR ring, boy, that would be a pants crapper right there. You find that actually at like level 3 from your Den of Evil quest or something? Ooh, crazy. Missed a small charm? That's not possible. Wolf Sunil, not possible. I would never do such a thing. So, and if I did, it's always chat's fault. Haha. Just joking. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Oopsie. Oopsie. Saffron says the poison ticks and ranged damage. That's what's getting me. Woo! Teleport. Okay. Probably stomp in fanaticized groups. Not gonna get you. Not gonna get you a long way. Maybe I just need to start playing a slightly safer, huh? Got a meeting. Cancel that meeting, yo. I'm just joking. Catch you when you get back. Go, go. We need more than like one monster at a time here. Come on. Bigger packs. Trash. Who has meetings nowadays? Am I right, fellas? Say meetings. That sounds like chat's fault, if you ask me. Sounds like chat's fault. What? These schmucks, Scott says, need to give me materials today. They should. I deserve it. I used all my daily RNG up on that Astrian, so. Yeah, maybe what was getting me on that other map is that other map I think was just so much more density, like especially than this one. Every pack I'm looking at is like, maybe there's 7 players, there's like 4 of them. You're like, what the heck is this? I think the other map, there was so many of those blow dart flares that it was just getting after it. And I was getting poisoned all over the place for some reason. Rune. Goated. That's the end of the run over here. 4 birds. I mean, Mercenary leveled up and then instantly almost died somehow. Not sure what happened to there. Heisenberg said, I tried D4. Are they serious? I think they're very serious, yeah. Yep, very serious. Yeah, I mean, I'd say D4 not made specifically for D2 players, so there's a little bit of, I don't know if you call it disconnect there or yeah, whatever, so. They're seriously rich, said Fat Bear. I mean, they probably would have wanted to go a little bit better, but there's a lot of people that like D4, so. Saffron says, I think the logic behind amped and lower res is that the lower res benefits get limited to minus 100 cap. So like you're saying like the 60 plus the 50, so there's like a hundo over 100, then you can get more from other places, and so you might tap out on some stuff. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what circumstance that would happen, but what kind of gear setup you'd have to have. I guess you get some conviction there too, right? Oh, well, no, conviction doesn't work with poison, but if you're talking the physical, the fiery damage, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Is Summon Necro fun and strong without Enigma? It is, yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, every build's a little bit better with Enigma, right? But just having a... You ever heard of a Nage's Puzzler? It's not a good teleport. The set staff that has 69 teleport charges on it. So you can literally like do full chaos clears, teleporting around the entire map. Just like you had Enigma. Costs like 100k gold every run. So you got to pick up a few wands and armors and stuff and sell at the end, but... Yeah, budget summoner, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. How much your lower res do? It's minus 63. Minus 63. Saffron? Casapad, I believe? Is how that's pronounced? My apologies, I tried my best, but says that teleport on a summoner is awesome because then you can telestomp stuff. Yeah, for sure, no doubt. No doubt having teleports better on most every character, am I right? But can't always be, you know, you don't always have it, so. Well, that's the thing too, like, I would use a tele staff or of some kind if I'm using a summoner no matter what. So you still have teleport, but less convenient. LK runs pay for your teleport charges. There you go, Fat Bear. What level is that? It was 21. 21. So, oh, it's behind me. That's my lower res right there. Saffron? Where was I? There we go. A little more density out here. That last map, for whatever reason, obviously it's RNG or whatever, but there's like no density. Just all a bunch of little tiny packs. Boy, this one's sick. JV says Enigma's so good it's even best in slot for Sorceress builds. A lot of Sorceress builds. True story, true story. It is nasty. Just nasty. I definitely use Enigma in a ton of spots for Sorceress. But really for me it's mostly about like the magic find on it. The magic find with like a little bit of skills and stuff, couple skills. Really it's just that. If I stop to really just be honest here. 2 skills and magic find. Sold. What's going on, my Sorceress? I mean, the reason probably, Saffron, is what I think anyways, is why people go with amp damage over lower res sometimes, and they could argue that. Because, to be honest, you hit stuff with poison, but then your Mercenary gets the first kill. So the faster that first kill happens, the faster you can use Corpse Explosion. Kind of you could argue, and I don't know the numbers, like I said, I'm not really a sit here and crunch numbers and test things out for 3 hours, or not 3 hours, but longer than that, like 15 hours one day, you know, kind of person. I just kind of do it by feel. But people could argue that getting that first kill faster could increase the kill speed, blah, blah, blah. X-nay on the numbers A, transfer this to there. You know, you get what I'm saying. Because right there, the Mercenary got a kill, and then you can start corpse exploding, so. Because that's what I kind of mentioned it. Oh, I went too far. I kind of mentioned it the other day. To be honest, poison, I mean, out here on players 3, it's killing everything. It's killing the flare super quick kind of thing. But to be honest, you kind of use the poison damage essentially as static would for a Sorceress, you know? To kind of lower their health, and then the corpse explosion melts everything. They're not even, they're walking in the terrorized zone. They're not terrorized. Get out of here. Let's see. Wolf said, you think you can get one from Akara? Talking about a tally staff, I believe. You can get them from any of the people, like, as long, from Act 3 normal on, as long as you're a level, is it 21 or higher, I think you can get a tally staff. So anybody that sells a tally staff Act 3 or higher, after you're at least level, it's either 20 or 21 or 22 or something like that. Why am I not using the 3-piece strengths? So I can get to the breakpoints for FCR and pretty much. Three-piece trangs if you're rocking the Heart of the Oak. I get it, but there's no FCR on here. And then I could get some FCR here, but then I was coming up just short of where I wanted to get, I believe, on the FCR breakpoints. Because I don't have a quite good enough... you know, I think I need like a 15 FCR or higher. Caster Amulet, I believe, was the number. So yeah, that would be the reason why. Don't quite have perfect gear to get the FCR breakpoint to work. And I mean, you can't go... I'm at 75 on this. I feel like you can't go under 75 FCR on a Necromancer. It's what, 75, 125, I believe. 125 with this, with D-Web for me looks out of the question, and then yeah. Can't go under 75, right? Definitely you need that 75. Yeah, if you're teleporting around, you ain't got 75. Painful. Not to mention, your corpse explosion would be astronomically slow. Cerber's got a hit Surune. Congrats. Love hearing the high runes popping off. Welcoming Graph also, by the way. Blue got some lag. Unfortunate. Probably, I would suspect either YouTube's fault or on maybe something on your end. The one thing I know is never my fault. I'm just joking. 75 for sure. Yeah. 75 the min you need on, especially endgame. I mean, anything you get on budget stuff early on, you get what you can, but if you're rocking endgame gear and you ain't getting yourself to 75, I feel like you ain't doing it right. Not much of an argument for going under that. You're going straight poison melter. You got 4 what you call it? 4 faceted shield. You got was it Bramble with the minus poison res? You're going straight minus poison res everywhere. Maybe. No, I wouldn't do that, but just kind of straw man it or whatever you call it. Steel man it. Steel man argument. Oh, sorry, I didn't see Don up there. I've seen a couple people answering your question. Should you make Enigma single player first? I would say I've done it both ways. One time I made Infinity first, one time I made Enigma. I would recommend for your own sanity to make Enigma first. And then you can play things like Necromancer. Then you can play your Hammerden and your Fist of the Heavens Paladin. You can do Barbs and stuff like that. If you make Infinity, you're pretty much just stuck playing only Sorceress until you make Enigma, right? Not literally, but it's so much less efficient to farm with the other stuff, so I would say go Enigma off the bat. Cody Biv said he's still on the Infinity First bandwagon. All right. Yeah, I mean, whatever you feel. If you want to play Sorceress for like a year until you find the runes to make Enigma, you know. Or you could just spam farm LK forever until you can make both, I guess. Lag equals chat fault, says crash. No doubt, huh? So shout out 44 viewers over on Twitch, and we got over a hundo here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this wonderful Paycheck Friday. For a lot of people anyways, not everybody. Going into the weekend. Don't forget YouTube, hit that like button for me. Cody Bibb, I must have missed part of the conversation. Who the heck is Sydney Sweeney? I feel like I just seen some picture of her on social media or something the other day. Some actress or something, I don't know. Name sounds familiar. Rob says he does the bramble sometimes, and Harmony just with a teleami to reposition once in a while. Yeah, I've heard of things like that. Just it's outside of my we'll call it liking, I guess. Gotta have the convenience of an Enigma, right? I wonder how much Nature's Puzzlers go for, like, on the first day or two of ladder, huh? I wonder if you could get a Nature's Puzzler for, like, a co-rune on the first day of ladder or something like that. What am I doing here? I've never really traded for one. I usually just rock a regular Telly staff, but I was kind of thinking about it randomly here. It's even going from a regular teleport staff to a Nature's Puzzler is so much better with that absolutely perfect amount of charges on it. Absolutely perfect. This guy not dying over here. Invincible. Immune to fire, stone skin. It'll get you. It'll get you. Considered a 320 instead of a Shaco. Crossed my mind. I don't know what I have along those lines. Wing Zero. But man, yeah, the 80 magic find. Let's see, what would I... Where am I sitting at here? 259, which is a great spot to fall in magic find, I feel. So I'd be under 200 if I took the Shaco off. Maybe if I had like a perfect one, because if I took off the Shaco, I could get, if I had something with like 28 all res, 320 thing here, then I could put War Travs on, not worrying about this resistance as much. I mean, you could remove some skills here, but I don't think it's worth it. Sounds like a lot of work too, I'm gonna be honest. For a possible few percentages of like faster killing or something. Yeah, whatever, we'll check her. A lower base there too, but gonna cost you a high rune. You think Cody Biv, that's referring to a Nature's Puzzler like day 1 or 2 a ladder you're talking? It would cost you a high rune, you think? Not even like a Lem rune or something? A high rune, huh? Can you imagine someone paying like a low rune like day 2 a ladder for a Nature's Puzzler? Okay, we'll replace there. We can maybe start trying to remember to grab for another set for an insight. Make up for the Mercenary I nuked a minute ago. Yeah, Havoc says, never would do that. Yeah, me either. I'd just be like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna have a telestaff on swap and have 3 more of them in my cube here, instead of having an Aegis puzzler. Oop, running out of my battle orders ran out again. Ooh, Ogre Maul, magic Ogre Maul. Let's go. Probably never hit it. I probably never hit the battle orders the whole run, huh? Sounds like something I do. Will there even be high rune, says Fat Bear? Yeah, there's always somebody that finds like a burr rune day 1 or something. There was one time, this was Project Diablo 2, but I did find a low rune on like the 2nd day of ladder. I played the reset and then something was going on the next day where I couldn't play like at all, so people were a lot further than I was. And let's be honest, the people that played the first few seasons of Project Diablo 2 are straight up Diablo blasters, you know? So they actually have more time to play than I did. So a guy was rushing me, like finishing up, and I couldn't play a lot the night before for whatever reason. I don't remember why. One of the seasons. Some guy, let's see, Raul Tirtal Soul. Yeah, okay. A guy was like rushing me, and Act 2 of Hell difficulty, a low rune. I was running, and there was like a tied up dead rogue on a pole, you know what I'm talking about? And I just clicked on it and kept running, and a low rune popped out, and I was like, what? But the guy was rushing me for free, so I just like let him have it. Albeit Project Diablo 2 does have like players 1 drop odds are equal to players 3 on Diablo D2, so they just upped their drop odds on that game. I think it's even higher now, but at the time I think it was 3. Okay, everything's flying and stuff. Forget about it. Billion humans, what's going on? 0 friends, that's not true. That's 100% not true. What's this awesome music? So yeah, it's Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Just a little bit different stuff, switching it up, you know. This one's sounding a little bit off base here, but I actually do want to switch it up, actually. Let me go play a different one. And it's sounding a little bit 80s-ish here. Kind of like it though, anyways. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of joking, but which one do I want to do here? I think this one was good. Maybe. We'll find out together. Dubstep. Yeah, a little dubstep type stuff. Yeah. I don't mind some of that kind of stuff. This one was like squirrely step. What's the Merc gear? So we got Andy's Fortitude Infinity. Gandarl's Visage, Fortitude, and Infinity. Havoc said, still looking for a burr rune on your online Holy Grail? Never got a burr rune, huh? Unfortunate. Not even one? That's rough. Must have traded for some stuff to make like Infinity Enigma though, at least, right? Oop. Ogre, nice, this wolf. Yeah. Love them ogres on this channel. Ooh. N Geese said he thinks that a Korean team he remembers seeing, they popped a burr rune when they were racing on which ladder? The first ladder? Nice. Yeah, I don't think D2R ever had anything like that. Just that one time on Project Diablo 2. I mean, I have found other stuff like one season I started with the Sorceress and I snagged an Oculus off of what, Hell Duriel. Another time I pulled a Viper Magi on the playthrough, like. Probably the most underrated, like, sick drop was when I got that, is it called Twitch Throw? that one staff that has like 50 FCR and like 150 life and like 80 mana or something like that. Low key, that was like a sick drop. Because then like your team finding that on a playthrough, you can just like skip going to farm a spirit sword. So we just skipped that whole process of going and getting a spirit sword, which is kind of neat. Razor switch. There you go. You goated people that actually remember things, unlike Phil. I would have remembered, but chat's fault, you know? Ral Tier Tal Soul. So we need one of those. I do kind of like this playlist. I feel like I don't play this one as much, even though I like it, because the cover of the playlist does not fit the songs like at all. Like the cover art for this playlist is just like a rainbow. So I would think of one like this. This seems like one that would have like a dark looking cover. You know what I mean? I feel like check this sucker out here. Oh, it's over. Let's just go like this, full screen. I don't need to be here, but yeah, there's the playlist there. I don't know if I click here if it'll reset it actually. Good. So check out these other ones. So like you're thinking like this one right here, or like Cracked, like these dark ones. Assassin, that is going to be hardcore, right? But this is like, where's it at? Oh, it's right here. This rainbow. Sounds darker. Sounds darker than a rainbow, right? Ah, Twitch throws the armor. Good call on that one. Yeah. That's like a studded leather armor or something, yeah. I mean, they're close. Almost the same name, am I right? Ooh, look at that density. Let's go. Clear it. Oop, can't corpse explode for some reason. Little skill issue, no big deal. Little lightning skiller, fellas. Good skill too. Good skill too, right there. Not none of them curses or nothing. Lightning skiller. Ooh. Yeah. Maxim asks, will I be starting ladder with a sorceress? Not this time. Not this time. Gonna go with a Fist of the Heavens Paladin. Got to make sure we got a sorceress on our playthrough, though. Hopefully a sorceress of somebody who's not a professional speedrunner, but someone who can map read slightly and can teleport efficiently. Because that's what other seasons I've meant to start with other characters, but then we get to the thing and it's like, oh, nobody wants to be a sorceress? Oh. That's what happened the one time. I was going to play, I don't remember what I was going to play, but then we got to playing Ladder Reset, and I'm like, oh, you guys can do whatever, because I figured 2 or 3 people would be sorceress, right? We got there, and there was not a single sorceress on the team. I'm like, what? Like, who's gonna teleport? Like, I guess we're on a no teleport playthrough? Bro. I was like, we can't do that. I was like, alright, I'll play sorceress, I guess. That's fine. Any news on season 6? They said, Crazy Josh. Crazy Josh. They said they're going to announce it next week. The ladder reset date, I believe. So either that or they said they were going to announce a news about season 6. So yeah, Casepad. Casepad. That's what I thought too. I was like, they'll definitely be sorceresses for the ladder reset. No. Nah, it's up to the assassin to run worlds. Don't keep. Yeah, That's what I was doing the one time. I think did I rage quit that day? It was like 6.5 hours into the playthrough, and I'm like, Ralph here. I'm the assassin, and I'm running the Nightmare Chaos Sanctuary at like 6 hours in with no teleporter on the team, and I'm like, all right, forget about it. I'm like 8 beers deep, 10 beers deep, something like that. I'm like, it's 3:30 in the morning. Like, I'm out of here, guys. I gotta go. I was like, I have burst of speed. I guess I'll run it. Sure. Versus Rough Skiller. Anita Wolf. Yeah. For sure. All right, that's up. I don't want to do... What was it? Oops, I did not mean to click that. Wasn't it? Didn't it just say Great Marsh? Oh, Black Marsh. Oh, we'll do Black Marsh. Let's go. Black Marsh in the hole? Who don't love the hole, right? Wait a second. Don't clip that. Do not clip that. I feel like anytime a streamer says don't clip that, that just means for everybody's gonna clip it. How poorly could we word it to sound as bad as possible? Love the hole. You just gotta get up in that hole to start blasting. Just kidding. Joke. Goated video. Yeah, Wolf said that souls gave you PTSD. Yeah, souls are rough, especially on a playthrough. You got garbage resistances. It's... Ugh. If you see souls, it's like, okay, just save and exit. That's fine. Any of these Act 1 Terror zones so easy. Sometimes I just do them just because they're so easy. Not that there's the good density out here, I suppose, but... Well, I suppose. I mean, there's definitely not, I suppose, but... Black Marsh doesn't have a super unique out here or anything, right? There's not like a Treehead Woodfist type of character. Ashbane or something, right? Casapad says, we have a pretty good group running in hardcore. One guy is Telestatic, me with the traps in, the Pally, the Barb. You got the full setup, huh? Yeah, I usually just go... I don't want to make people play characters they don't want to or anything like that. So I usually just do a channel members type of situation, Discord channel members type of thing, and, you know, play whatever you want. Hopefully we get a good teleporter. Maybe I might specifically have someone play along that's a good teleporter or something like that. Live playthroughs. I mean, I could do them once in a while, but the thing is about live playthroughs, there's no content you can make out of that. Like, there's no drop highlight videos, there's no clips, there's no nothing. I could try it a few times, see what's up, see if people like it a lot, but yeah. I do this full time, and I get probably 70% of my revenue from videos, so I can't sacrifice making videos, because I would just, if I did that, I would just have to quit YouTube, so I would just have to literally quit YouTube. So, that's not an option, right? Can't quit YouTube. Yeah, this area's more spread out than I even thought. Guess you got this one area here, but... Yeah, maybe we won't do this. Just too spread out. Yeah, no super unique in Black Marsh. That's what I thought. Didn't see him. Didn't see one. I mean, so. Yeah, it's the density out here is even worse than I anticipated, so I guess I can't really do this. Worse than I even remember. Maybe we'll just hit the pits. Love the content anyways. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, good tele Sorc makes everything faster. Yeah, no doubt on that one. It shaves off literally like 6 hours on a playthrough. Yeah. I don't know, this time I might go for a little bit more, not like we're gonna break speedrun records or anything, but because if you play through the first playthrough on Classic, right, it's like way faster. So you don't have to do any of Act 5, right? So. Because I believe that's how everybody like Llama and stuff, it's like an hour and 50 minutes in and they're like done with hell difficulty already. Gotta look into it a little bit more though. I've never done that personally, just seen like, I guess other people doing it. Oh, that's what helps a ton. I forgot about that, Cody Biv. The static doesn't get nerfed when you go to Nightmare in Hell. Yeah, that one's probably so huge. So huge. Huh. This is like the same playlist. The songs really mellow out here into the playlist, huh? Maybe that's why it has a rainbow as the cover, huh? Let's pick something else here. What's going to be the hardest hitting one here, you think? Lone Wolf Renegade? It's called Renegade. It's got to be good, right? Very techno-y. Which is fine, but I'm not feeling that. Let's go with... what's Lone Wolf sound like? It's kind of cool. This almost sounds like the one part in Midgard City in Final Fantasy VII, where there's like the like the whorehouse and stuff, and there's just that random part of the city where you got to go around and do random things. Not so much now. Now it sounds like a remix of it, but. Oh, Black Vegetable.
Or you died 10 times in a row. Either way, congrats, smile.
Appreciate you, Black Vegetable, for the 200 bits. My man. Nope, didn't die. I just leveled up. Yep, hit 96. 96. Happy Tyrell's Might Day. Yeah, it's incoming in no time here. Tyrell's Might in no time. Ooh, Cruel Ogre Axe here in no time, huh? Next time. We'll get her next time. Blaine, welcome in. Blaine Cheney. Once again, Black Vegetable, thank you so much for supporting the channel, my man. Oop, now where I want to go. Yeah, we're getting the pits here. We're getting it. We're getting it right here. So how do you guys feel about this little stipulation, a little thing I was about to do? So I think I've done this all offline single player and I've stuck really to it. But the thing is, with this being Holy Grail, like 100% offline single player, it really like paranoids me that I'm going to find Tyrell's Might online and then like be all annoyed and pissed off. I think if I find Tyrell's Might online, I'm just going to kind of like count it for my Grail so that I don't like, because I literally, for the last seasons, I felt like I didn't want to play online because I don't want to find it and then get all, you know, you guys get what I'm saying there. So I think I might can count an online Tyrell's Might, I think. I know a lot of other people do that too, where they just go, my holy grail is me finding it. It doesn't matter where I find it. So I think I'm going to do that. It's a little bit, it feels a little bit like cop-out-ish though at this point, since I've found every item offline single player on this account. But then the last item, I'm like, yeah, this is taking forever. I think I'm just going to count it anywhere. But Cerber said he cheated his way to Tyrael's might. Fireball, terrorize Andy. Did you do the clock reset thing, Cerber? I'm guessing. Because kind of cheaty. If you didn't do that, it's how the game is, I guess. So only counts if you pick it up first. Ooh, that'd suck if someone sprinted over and grabbed it just for me. How long did my offline grail take up to this point? Long time. But obviously I take breaks. You know, I took like 2 months off when D4 launched. Every ladder I take at least like a week off, if not 2 or 3 sometimes. But actually sometimes more than that. I believe it was maybe... we'll call it like, it's probably been almost 2 years now that I think about it. Probably almost 2 years now, to be straight up. But yeah, I don't stream and play as much as other streamers and stuff do, so. Yeah, I only usually stream like 2 or 3 hours in a day. I'm not like a 12-hour a day kind of streamer, so. Got kids and stuff, I gotta pick them from school. Do it, Van. Oh, the rest of it's cut off by the super chat, but holy smokes. 140 ZAR. What currency is that? I don't know, but 140 ZAR. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Do it. Ooh. The color leads me to believe that's like $20 American, I think, which is a not small super chat. So thank you so much. Do it. What's the whole name here? Why can't I read the rest of it? Do it, Vandenberg. My chat wasn't big enough for the name. What a slayer. Yeah. First super chat, no message, huh?
Do it Vandenberg donated 140 South African rands through super chat.
South African rands. Appreciate you, about 10 bucks. Nice. Thank you so much, man, supporting the channel, supporting the stream. Legends like you are what make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos on this channel, so thank you so much. What was I doing now? Got distracted by the awesome super chat. South African rand, bruh. Yeah, it's hard to... There's a lot of currencies. A lot of currencies out there in this crazy world of ours. I wish it would just... And there's probably a way to do it. Maybe I missed it. I wish it would just transfer everything automatically to American dollars and then just put it in there, you know? What do you use to track your grail? I got an app that I downloaded, but I mean, at this point, I don't even look at it. I mean, I have every item checked off. The one that I use, though, I wouldn't really recommend using anymore because there's online Holy Grail trackers that have, like the, what do you call it? The ranges that stuff rolls to and stuff, and this one actually doesn't. It's literally just a checklist, but... And plus, you can't, like, link it to your YouTube page, but there's several sites where you can link your grail into your description so that people can look at your grail and see every item you're missing and not, so... Cody Biv up a minute ago said, Bill's gonna lose his grail to a picket cheater. Well, the thing is if someone has picket on to, like, grab the best stuff, they're not gonna have unique sacred armors, because those are all worthless, right? Plus, I mean, all the time, people always split MF, am I right? So, oh, thought it was small charm. Catch up here. Son of War said I took 4 months out of 20 years off. No, definitely not that. I pretty much started playing D2. I think that comment was directed kind of as a joke towards me or whatever, but I started replaying Diablo 2 after like I mean, I probably played for about 6 months in the middle, but besides 6 months, around like 2012 or something, I probably took like a decade off of D2 and started playing maybe like 6 months before I started my YouTube channel, to be honest. So, G-Stacks, what's going on? Welcome in, my man. Boy, this playlist is really not feeling it either. I mean, it's okay, but try the next song. I wish they were a little bit harder hitting on the, you know, dark techno type of beats type of thing. Let me try another one here. Try a couple of them here. I want to find a good one I'm looking for. Did I try Renegade already? I don't remember. Oh, I did. I did. Let's go. How about Ghost? I like how this one starts off, but I feel like it changes to something else, but Cerber, the thing is, streaming on YouTube and Twitch, I can't use real music. I have to use this non-copyright free type of stuff, so kind of like the flow of this one. Do I remember the first unique I found in my Grail? Not the first unique. I do remember the first rare item I found. Like the first actually rare item. I found an Astrians on my first ever... I was running the Mausoleum with a Fireball Sorceress back in the day. Found an Astrians. And I found a Servant in that too. I think I only did like 250 Mausoleum runs or something too. I'd have to go look. Maybe it was 500, I don't know. But yeah, I was like, what? I was like, what? That was before I streamed and before I had a microphone or anything, you know, so. Maybe I, oh, no. I use my headset microphone right here. The same headset. I bought this headset in like 2008. It's like 15 years old. For my, for playing on Xbox. One of my buddies we used to play Call of Duty with, he's like, dude, you gotta get some Turtle Beaches, man. Like, if you got Turtle Beach headset, you can literally hear where people are walking, and you can like catch them coming around corners and stuff. You got it. It's like such a huge advantage. Get what was it? Get Sit Rep Pro on. Sit Rep Pro, which makes footsteps louder, and then get the Turtle Beaches, and you can hear where they're at. It's crazy. And then so I went and bought them. Paid like $90 for this headset at the time. A wired Turtle Beach headset. Playlist sounds like Halloween themed. Yeah, just, you know, I'm just trying stuff out on over here. Just trying stuff out for these different playlists. That's not too bad. I like it. I like it. Wing Zero just pulled a Death Fathom out of the pits. Nice. You think it is copyright free? Talking about whatever that. I don't know how to pronounce that. This server. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to risk it getting in trouble. I'd have to look into it for the YouTube type of situation. Do it coming in with another of the approximately $10 US American Super Chat. Thank you so much, my man, as I drop a unidentified metal grid. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Do it, Vandenberg. And we are getting this. Boom. Oh. We'll get him next time. Should have gave it to Kane, right? Right?
Do It Vandenberg donated 140 South African rands through Super Chat. Love the new tunes.
Love the new tunes, Vandenberg says. Glad you like them. I listen to them once in a while. Every other weekish about, you know, usually I go with the rock metal type stuff, but switching it up every once in a while is cool. Glad you like them. And thank you once again for $10-ish super chat. You legend. Ooh. My man. Thank you so much. Hopefully this one, I kind of like it so far. It's, you know, it's groovy. I like it. This playlist I'm talking about. Black Vegetable said he actually found a his first metal grid 2 days ago. Nice. Pretty rare one right there too. Metal grid. Pretty rare one right there. Keith, what's going on? Says finally get to meet you here. Been looking at your YouTube videos for a while. Thanks for the kind. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I should get in. I should put it in somewhere. What my actual like schedule is. I'm trying to stick to an actual stream schedule nowadays, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream schedule, like noonish. Yeah, like probably like 11 or noon to like 3:30. I'm trying to stick to. But with kids and stuff, sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle. Struggle bus, but glad you could catch the stream. Chief Letou, I believe that's how that's pronounced. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, perfecto. I did do a impromptu stream yesterday. I wasn't planning on it, but I don't remember why I did that. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna have to pick my kid up from school, so I was like, I could work on a video or I could stream, you know. What I do is work before streaming and stuff. Maroonbon asks here on YouTube. I worked in a metal fab factory running a steel cutting laser. So I was in the industry, they say you're a laser operator. So it's like it's kind of like a CNC mill, but it's CNC laser. Like I would program the laser and stuff. People would send me the drawings out, and I wouldn't draw them. Another kid that they had there would draw up like he would take the blueprint or whatever, the print, make the thing, and I would bring it in and make the programs and stuff. So I was running two flat lasers, and then we actually bought a tube laser. So then I started doing that the last like year I worked there or something. Ooh, this one's kind of cool, actually. Oh, Odin coming in. Sorry, I talked right over the lady talking here. But Odin coming in with a tier 1 sub for his 3rd month of subscription on YouTube, or on Twitch, excuse me. Thank you so much, Odin, for the continued channel support. You legend. Ooh. Appreciate it, my man. My man. Chief Letou says your video's been popping up in my YouTube feed, but I tried to write Sweetville in Twitch search, and here I am. Nice. Yeah, I do. I stream on YouTube and Twitch, just FYI. So you can watch either one. Doesn't matter which one. I read both chats. So I try to read essentially almost every comment. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes some comments don't make sense to me, so I just kind of skip over them. I'm gonna be honest, but try to catch every comment I can to respond to. So. Lasers are for nerds. Yeah, kind of a weird circumstance how I ended up with that job, but essentially how I got that job is I'm not gonna say no. I didn't lie on the application or anything. I had a friend that worked there, and they're like, the shop's getting big enough, we almost need like an assistant manager or something. And my friend was like, well, I know a guy that was like, I have a friend that could do it. he used to like oversee people smaller, but oh, real quick second here. Vandenberg coming in now with a Slayer ship. Supporting the channel for the 3rd time today and becoming a member. Thank you so much, my man. Don't forget, anyone who is, unfortunately, I don't have it set up for Twitch. I don't know how to do it for 2 different places. But if you are a YouTube channel member, we have a channel members only Discord channel that you can link your YouTube membership to. So you can look into that. Love the emotes hitting there too. Thank you so much once again. Do it, Vandenberg. So yeah. My friend was like, my friend could do it, and they're like, well, we want somebody that like people automatically respect. And she's like, oh, my friend, he's 6'3", 225. He works out pretty regularly. He's bald. He's got like the 5 o'clock shadow beard. And the owner was like, that sounds perfect. And that's pretty much how I got the job. I went in for the interview, and he was pretty much like, all right. We talked for like 15 minutes, and he's like, all right, so you want to do it? Like, okay, I guess. But then I was doing that assistant manager's job for like a year, and then they lost a couple of jobs or something. And, you know, they, like the people I was managing, like half of them quit because like welders and stuff like that don't generally work jobs, non-union jobs for very long. And, they moved people around here to there, and I ended up just like running the laser because that was one of the things I was managing. And then, yeah, pretty much the people I was managing, I couldn't get them to work. And then I started doing the job, and I got everything done like twice as fast. Like I was doing 3 different people's jobs, like trying to keep up after they all quit at the same time. And then they were like, yeah, they used to work overtime, and now we don't need to work overtime, and you're just doing like multiple people's jobs at the same time. They're like, you want to just do that and we'll pay you like more money than you got to be the manager? And I was like, I guess. Sure, why not, I suppose. So that's how I ended up doing that, pretty much. I remember the owner of these lasers take so much power. He was like, not even talking about hourly wage, but like my electric bill this month was like $6,000 less than it was last month or something like that. It was $12,000 less because the guy was working so much overtime before. And I was like, I was trying to, you know, I mean, I told you guys a little bit, but what am I supposed to do? Like, manager Phil. Yeah, I was a manager. I was assistant manager. So that's kind of how that happened. It wasn't like a huge place, but so it was kind of a smaller place, but then I don't know. Hard to explain the situation, I guess, but I guess I could have been just like, forget it. I want to be manager and make less money and deal with these drug addicts. I was like, wait a second. You're telling me I can just pop headphones in and push some buttons on a machine and make more money than I made before? Yeah, okay, I suppose, sure. Yes. I don't have to deal with these drug addicts constantly calling in and trying to move people, like deal with these people making excuses to not work and stuff. Like, this is awesome. Got it. Next interview, just intimidate the employer. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. What players count best for LK? Johnny. Offline single player? Players 7 or 8 do you want to do? They're both the same, so. Incoming Vex? Wouldn't mind it. I do have a bunch of them. But that's always hype, getting a high rune, am I right? Assistant to the regional manager. Yeah. I like this playlist. Why did I never listen? I never really... Oh, if I had a little more magic find, right? Never really listened to this one before. Kind of like it. Johnny, yeah, keep slaying. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. When applying for a company to work for, it was an entry-level position. The hiring manager asked why I wanted to work there. I said, I need money. And her response was, okay, you're hired. Honesty. I need money. Well, the thing is I think I could be a valuable piece to your company. I could bring a new perspective and energy to bring a great efficiency to the line of work which you're doing here. Like, yeah, I don't have any money and I need a job, so yeah, thanks. Refreshing. You're hired. Builds corporate material. I mean, could be. Who's hiring? You guys hiring anybody? You need a self-taught YouTuber video editor or something? $500K I'd start off. Working remote only. This song's just weird off the start. Let's see how it continues. Maybe it just gets hard here in a second. Ooh. Come on. It's coming. It's coming. The beat's about to drop. Wait for it. I'm waiting for it. It's coming right here. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's go. Kind of like it now. What if you put Dream Helm and Shield on you? Was that directed at me? Dream Helm and Shield on the Necro? New theme song? I don't know if I like it that much, but I like it. Yeah, hardcore pan flute playing going on. Is that Ron Burgundy? Actually, do I have a 4-side and not 3, so I don't know, I just like it. I like it. I don't know. New theme song. When I write my rap song, this is going to be the backing track for it. Better believe it. Metapalooza show says this is my favorite game back in 2000. Reminds me of a simpler time. Whenever I'm feeling depressed, this hand pumps me up. What? But I'm assuming you're meaning you can play this game whenever you're depressed or something along those lines. Yeah, great game, great game. Since they remade it here too, the graphics even better. Changed some stuff around. Greatest game of all time. Metapalooza, greatest game of all time. Oh, yeah, this game pumps me up. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was like, you say your hand pumps you up. I don't know if I should be reading this. Autocorrect got you good. Yeah, I got you totally. I got you totally. Yeah, D2, goated game. Goated. This song's slowing down a little bit. Just need a little more magic, fine guys. 600. Make a sick enigma out of that, huh? Yeah, Sunil, yeah, enigma base. If you want to, because you're gonna have to put your strength up to 232 already, then you get all that strength from enigma. 232. What does standard defense? I'm gonna look it up real quick on a sacred armor. What the standard like defense goes to. Oh wait, 600 is actually max. 487 to 600. This is actually a 3-socketed with the maximum non-superior damage. What would you ever possibly do that for, though? Not Enigma in general, but any 3-socketed armor. I can't think of a reason. Can anyone think of a reason? 3-socketed sacred? I mean, it wouldn't even be great, like, treachery-wise, because, like, an ethereal armor would have more. You wouldn't really use, I mean... Lumrune! Oh! I can't think of a good reason. You would want it to be 4-socketed. That's kind of... For a small use, that's what I was thinking, too. At least you'd want a 4-socketed one for... Fortitude or something, I guess. Durus, Hustle, Treachery. Yeah, so pretty much no. Because another Etnax. Eatnax, I mean. Eaten. I don't succumb to the cancel culture. People trying to get me to say things right. Won't do it. Eatnax. Eat 10. Eat 10. It needs to be an E-10. So I guess there's no use for that, actually. 5 sockets. Ooh. Just 3. Just 3. Painful one right there. Intimidation factor and style points. There you go, Son of War. You can't really discount the style points, right? Maybe I'll make something stupid out of it one day. Or it'll just sit on a mule and I'll never touch it, taking up space. That's the more likely of the options, huh? Who's ready for reset? Sail fuerte. You better believe it. We're all ready. Already. Have I played D3? Tommy Bjorklund. I have. I was super hyped for D3. Even back in the day when that came out. I pre-ordered it. Got home. Popped it in. The launch of D3, if anyone remembers, was a complete effing disaster. I think like literally 3 or 4 days went by and I couldn't play it because like the servers were down all the time. You guys remember this? I think I had something come up like the next few days and something too. So I took days off of work to play it on the reset and then it wouldn't work. And then I like had to go, or I went on vacation or something. And then, so that was a sour taste in my mouth. And then there was so many like issues with it and stuff. The Real Money Auction House and, you know, I played it for about a month and then I never played it again. So I've been thinking that's one of the things when I do eventually, hopefully anyways, find this Tyrell's Might. I'm going to go back and replay D3 and play D1 and, yeah, just see what's up with them and just have a good time, you know, trying those out and whatnot. So yeah, I have played D3, not very much. Sunil says I was excited for the trailer of D3. Yeah, I mean, I was excited. I was into D2 a lot, hardcore when I was severely when I was younger. So I mean, to be honest, that's kind of the reason. One of the reasons I ended up taking a huge break from Diablo was D3. So I was like, oh man, this is crazy. Crazy. Boy, I like this playlist. I need to start listening to this more often. This one's a little bit slower, I guess you call it, this song, but well, not bad. Let's see. Son of War said he remembers hunting blues for max damage. Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember a ton about it. I don't know that I really ever got huge in it. Just the gameplay and stuff and I don't know, just the way the whole game was, I just was not very happy about, to be honest. Whoops, don't do that. When it comes to hey Phil, when comes the next ladder season? They're gonna announce it sometime next week there, Joseph Victor. Sometime next week. Maroonbon said D3 sucked, but he still enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, to each their own, you know. I've heard it got quote unquote better, supposedly, you know, Reaper of Souls, whatnot. I've heard that. So yeah, we'll give her a try, see how much different it is, see if I enjoy it more so than I did when I was a kid. Not sure. We'll see how blind I go into it. Maybe I'll look some stuff up, huh? How often the Iron Golem die? Essentially never. Essentially never. I could always find a way. I could always manage to figure it out. But usually he doesn't die. Tommy says D1 and D2 are the best. Yeah. A lot of the people that like D2 also like D1. So that kind of leads me to believe that I would like D1. Leads me to believe. Pranay Gupta says, can't wait. Can't wait for season 6. Pretty common sentiment around these parts, I believe. Silva said he had fun with 3, but the screen full of numbers always bugged you. Yeah, I'm never usually a big fan of that. On D4, I started when I do occasionally stream D4. I do leave the numbers up, but it's just because I don't really like it. But if you don't have the numbers up, every 5 seconds somebody comes into chat and they're like, why don't you put the numbers up? Is it because you don't want people to see your character sucks? And I'm like, you don't want them to see the damage numbers so they can see how sucky your character is? And I'm like, shut up, please. So I just started putting the numbers up, because then they wouldn't even word it that way, but they would just be like, can I see your damage numbers? Can you turn those on like every couple of minutes? Because the people coming from D3, that's what they care about, right? Like the damage numbers, when in reality, the damage numbers don't always tell the story, right? So Trash says D3 was fun, played season 21, then D2R came out and haven't played it since. Yeah, D2R, man, ooh. Great remake. Best remake of any game of all time, maybe? Didn't they, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought I remember hearing somebody say this, and I know everyone's probably heard about it, how Microsoft fired, like, a bunch of the Blizzard Activision people. Didn't they fire, like, essentially all of the Vicarious Visions people that they, like, absorbed into the, Blizzard, it was like Blizzard Buffalo team or something like that? I forget what it was. I thought they fired, like, all of them. Could be completely wrong, so don't quote me on that at all, but I thought I'd heard something like that. I'm more or less saying it to see if anyone else remembers hearing that, to, either confirm nor deny what I remember hearing here. Wing Zero said he hopes not. BV was great. Vicarious Visions. Yeah, I'd say they did a great job on this remake here for sure. This one's almost like a slow R&B track. Oh, well, 7 hit recovery, 25 enhanced damage. I mean, damage taken going to... I wish it had different stuff on there. Oof. I wish the damage taken to mana and stuff was a little different. But cool. Yeah, that's what caught my attention. So, you know, cool. But I don't think... I don't know. Yeah, it's 10 magic find. That might be the max on a jewel, I think, too, so... That's cool. We'll note it. It's cool. We're noting it. I like it. No, Deets. No. I'm using that. I'm using it. You gotta remember, you can't, on offline single player, you can't grade stuff on the same scale as an item that would derive trade value from the PvP scene, you know what I mean? But, that is probably one of those ones that I'm probably never gonna use. But I'm hanging on to it anyways, because I feel like it. Give us some R&B lines. No, not doing that, Son of War. Haha. Inzak, Tayfield, just want to thank you for putting out great content. Appreciate you. This comment from Twitch over here. Super casual D2R player playing whatever I have the time for, which can be hard with kids. I get that. Got a couple of those myself. Your content has been a giant help to fast track the good gear. Ooh, yeah, love to hear it. Glad it helped out. Glad you liked the vids. Welcome in on the stream as well. Insect over on Twitch. Appreciate you. All right, let's see where this song's going. I don't know this playlist at all, so started off good. All right. Yeah, I like this one. Xanax, say, feels good, man. Feels good. Yeah. Favorite class, D2R single player. Gotta be the Sorceress. I mean, Sorceress, so awesome. Just such a good character, right? Having teleport, being able to farm. You can do like everything with the Sorceress. Even without Enigma, pretty much. I mean, Ubers is going to be a tough go, I guess, but I love the, like, going out magic finding more so than doing a lot of other stuff, so. For me, it's got to be the Sorceress. Boy, Flawless Amethyst popping off all of a sudden. Server says Sorc OP because of the 3-piece towels. I actually literally never use 3-piece towels. Literally never. It is good. It is good, don't get me wrong, but I just never do. Hard to get away from using, you know, like Enigma, Arachnid's Mesh on the belt. I mean, Tal's ammo you can have on anyways, but getting the FCR on a like a 217 Tal on a caster amulet, stuff like that. Let's see, for 3-piece towels, we usually go belt, armor, amulet, right? Or is it belt? Yeah, I can't remember because I never use it. Stuff I thought about in the past, but belt, armor, amulet. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, get the couple skills and stuff, everything on Enigma, even without needing the teleport. Getting the 20 FCR and a skill on Arachnid's Mesh. I know you get FCR on the partial set bonuses and stuff. I don't remember how much it is, but don't remember for sure. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely good. I've dabbled around with it in the past slightly, but I always pass it up. It's only 10 FCR on the 3-piece. That sounds about right. I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure. I thought it was just 10. But I think you get, what, a magic find boost and some, I don't remember for sure. Haven't looked at it in a hot minute. Arachnid's Mesh is worse than having 3-piece towels in your opinion? Well, agree to disagree.
I can't.
Oh, I forgot. I have so much stuff in here. Three-piece towels, like 210 MF. Yeah, that's less than what you can do if you throw on like the Enigma and stuff. Not that it's huge. I mean, from 210 to like 350, you're not even gonna see a huge farming difference, to be straight up, to be honest. But 10 for the belt, 10 for the armor, says Johnny over on Twitch. Gotcha. Saffron saying depends on the rest of the gear. Obviously, right? I mean, and probably Tal's armor. I mean, probably Tal's armor is cheaper than Enigma too. So Tal's belt is essentially free. Tal's Ami is easier to find than like a good caster amulet, you know? So if you're talking like more budget, definitely it's really solid. So what's the best magic find in my opinion? Thief. It's obviously gonna be build dependent, but most of mine fall like right around 300. What was this one at 250 something? If I go Nova Sorceress, sometimes it's even like 170 or something. So there's a little bit, there's a kill speed calculation in there, obviously, but usually try to fall in like the 250 once you get good gear. Tommy, yo, thank you for coming in with the 20 SEK. Swedish Eastern crowns. I don't know. not good at every currency, but thank you so much for the super chat. Love this live. You do appreciate you. Very kind of you. Let's see what we got here. Oh, not 40. If it was 40 with 7, I would say neato, but I guess not. I don't know. Cineo says best magic finders hammered in. You could argue that. I wouldn't go crazy on it for that, for sure. Looking for something specific. Prane. Specifically, I'm trying to find Tyrell's Might, but you just kind of got to keep slaying in areas that can drop it and hope for the best, because it's so rare. Such a rare item. And then just anything cool beyond that. Anything cool beyond that is... This one's kind of weird, but it's cool. Wing Zero said you can get super high with Berserk Barb. Yeah, for sure, but we'll let this read up real quick.
20 Swedish kroner through super chat.
Ooh.
Love this live you do.
I was almost right on what it's called. Yeah, I got Swedish right, so that proud of myself right there. Once again, thank you so much, Tommy B, for the super chat. Yeah, really, once you get up that high, when some people are talking 600, 800 magic find, you definitely can do it, but it's going from like 300 to like 800. It's really only like I don't know for sure. I don't have the diminishing return curve right in front of me, but it's probably only like a 10% better chance of finding, you know, a magic item. And like, what is that? How much does that really do for you? Like, what are you sacrificing to get it, right? Berserker, yeah, you can, it doesn't sacrifice as much, right? But if you're specifically unique hunting, Holy Grail hunting, Trash said he thinks Blizzard the best, talking about Magic Finder. Yeah, early ladder Blizzard is pretty sick. I'm gonna be honest there, huh? Pretty sick. Super easy to farm, good places for getting reasonably good gear, right? So, time we got here, almost 3 o'clock. Almost 3 o'clock. I don't know. I think I gotta get my kid from school. We got about a half hour left, huh? Half hour left on the stream. Half hour of sick drops and good luck coming up. Toy Gun says, kill speed much more important than magic find, in your opinion. Generally, I would agree with that. If you're over, like, for a budget build, if you're over 100 magic find, you pretty much want to focus on kill speed beyond that. If you got like an end game build, 200, I would say. Anything, if you just like slap on gear that has a little magic find and throw some small charms down there, and it's like if you fall somewhere over 200, I pretty much call that good, right? I usually just throw on Enigma and Shaco for the magic find and some small charms, and then stack everything else up there for survivability and kill speed. And then maybe if I like don't need to put on like tri-res boots for survivability or anything like that, I'll throw war traps there and do a little bit more. But prime high rune time, right? Wing Zero, right? Ooh. So you know it's coming. Rest Alien says, just trying to start ladder at the end of a season. Are you people crazy? Why are you rush costs so much as 10? What? You see the comment from Twitch that he sees rushes costing 10 burr runes. I would say that is like a joke post or something. I feel like you can get a full rush for probably like an Istern right now or something. I mean, I don't know for sure. I'm offline single player here, but Don't pay 10 burr runes for a rush. That's my advice. Not a trade expert, but Saffron says it's not an opinion if kill speed is more important. The fact, statistically. Well, the only thing I say there, it kind of depends what you're doing, right? How fast are you, like... Pretty much if you're stacking more magic, fine, but it really isn't affecting the drops at that point. Like, let's say you're just, your favorite, Saffron, your favorite, Motrick and Mephisto. Pull off a couple of skills or something, throw on like 100 magic find. So go from 0 to 100. Not really doing anything kill speed wise, I guess. You are pulling off stuff that quote unquote does sacrifice damage, but I could see in instances like that, you know. Well, maybe you are gonna put that 100 magic find on. Like this, for instance, I always put on a 3 topaz helm instead of a lore. So I sacrificed that one skill, like early ladder, to get that 100 magic find. That's what I do. So Saffron says 10 burr runes for a rush. That's way too expensive. I'd do it for 5. Right? Doesn't Motrick kill take like forever? It can. Depends how bad your character is, huh? It's starting to get chilly down here in my cellar, my dungeon. Server says he thinks that the difference between 300 and 500 magic find is like 60% better finding magic items. I didn't think it was really that much, but I mean, I don't have it in front of me. Wonder if I pull it up super quick here. D2 diminishing return on magic find. Oh, pops up instantly. Oh, that's the thing too. I should have probably mentioned this in what I was talking about here. So it's gonna differ whether you're talking about finding magic items or uniques, because the unique curve down here, I'll bring up a pic. It goes like this, but the magic one goes like this. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Well, it's right here is a unique one. So right here you can kind of read. A player would need 1,000 magic find to have a 200% chance of unique find, but only 500 MF already grants you 166. So maybe we can pull up. There we go, just over my head here. So 300 would be right here. It would be like 100 and what is that? About 135% better chance at 300. 133, and then like 600 is like 190. So it's like a 35% better chance from 3 to 600. I think it's 3 to 500 would be. I mean, it's not an exact thing, so I'm kind of guessing here. It looks like 35, maybe 40, but we're gonna go with 135 to like 180. So it's like 20-25% better chance. Guesstimating there. So. Interesting graph if you want to take a longer look at it. That's also the reason why people say if you're looking for rune word bases, have 0 magic find on, because then the items won't be blue as often. You don't have any magic find on. You were looking. Server said he was looking at a different magic find number. Gotcha. I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. Cousin Benny said he laughs every time he sees the Gundam drop. Why is that? Why is that, Benny? I don't know about this song either, but we're gonna let it rock anyways. Which dungeon you in? Yeah, the Icy Cellar, I think. Freezing down here. The thing is when it's warmer outside, I kind of explained this a bunch of other times if you're a regular in here. Hear the same stories over and over again from Repeater Phil, but if it's warmer outside, my basement gets freezing. If it's warmer, like, in the winter. Because the ground's frozen all around me, right? All around the basement. But if the heater doesn't kick on, it just turns into an icebox down here. That's where we're getting at now. I bet you it's like 63 right now in my basement. Like, I got a t-shirt on. No, it's probably not that. It's probably like 64 or 5. Ooh, this one sounds like it's almost creepy. Oh, Benny says it's close to scrotum. Okay, I'm picking up Shalane down. Real mature, Benny. This one's nice. Odds of Tyrell Might. I actually just looked it up earlier. I used 300 Magic Find just to type it in super quick. It was per champion kill. The odds of finding a Tyrell's Might were 1 in 1,147,000 per champion. There's 8 champions per pit level, so. Yeah, do the math, right? Dude, I like this. I gotta remember what playlist is this again. I need to write this down. I actually like this one. Ghost? I've never listened to it before. Kinda like it. Oh, I thought that was a jewel for some reason. So it's never gonna drop. No. That's not true. Not true. People have found it. Gonna be a terrorized Andy probably, but I'm gonna count it. Play the game the way it's programmed. What you gonna do? Wing Zero said he keeps a little thermometer by his desk at work. Just to see, huh? Just to see. 77 Josh said he's psyched for the next upcoming season. I want at least 12 notifications every hour from Sweet Phil. Nice. Oh, poison, lightning, little walk run. Yeah, I got so many different tri-reses and stuff now, though. I think I'm gonna pass on that, but close. Not quite there. Motric's the fastest way to kill Mephisto because he is locked in place. Land all your spells, uninterruptible. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely get builds to where you don't, like, not Motricking is, like, if you're a Fireball Sorceress, you can get gear so good, you can just Telestomp Mephisto, and, you know, static, drop a meteor, and then Fireball, and he dies in, like, usually before the meteor even lands, right? So, but at that point, usually if you got gear that good, you're not really farming Mephisto, so that's when you're moving on. So Cousin Benny, yeah, Tyrael's is the final item I got left, so hopefully I'm hoping for some good luck is what I'm hoping for, and hopefully this does not take me like a year to find a Tyrael's Might, right? We'll find out, though. We'll find out. Do a hardcore run next. After I find Tyrael's Might, I probably will do something hardcore wise on D2. Maybe a few different things. We'll see. We'll see. I definitely will do something, but I don't know if I'm gonna do any like challenge runs or anything like that, or just gimmick runs like people do all the time. Maybe I'll just copy off everybody else and do some random hardcore thing that, you know. I did that, you know, like naked hardcore run I started, but it was just, I don't know. I just don't really have fun doing that kind of stuff, but I know people love watching hardcore gameplay, so that's why I do it. For all you hooligans and shenanigans out there. Very first unique sacred armor from Loganless. Oh, I thought I think I read your name wrong all day today. I thought there's another guy named LOL, like Loligan. Loganless. Oopsie. But he says his very first sacred armor was shortly after D2R released. And it was Tyrael's. What? One of those people. Imagine being the guy that, yeah, like they're doing a holy grail. The first sacred armor they find is Tyrael's, and you're like, this is easy, guys. This is easy. What are they talking about? When was your Templars? I've found like, I think I got like 5 Templars now. So, yeah. I actually found an Ethereal Templars too, so. Maroonbond said he just found a 220 Java with strength and dex and poison res. Get out of town. Boy, that'd be so sick. That's what I'm looking for. DeWitt Vandenberg, my man, coming in with another super chat. Thank you so much once again supporting the channel. What an Ogre Slayer you are. Ooh. My man, thank you so much. What a legend, Phil, the Ogre Slayer. No, my friend, you are the Ogre Slayer. Ooh. Appreciate you. Oh, champion right here, just chilling. Hype. Better believe it. Better believe it, Wolf. That's what I was thinking right off the top of my head. Hype. Thoughts on Last Epoch launch? I've never played, I've never even seen Last Epoch, to be honest, so. No comment? I guess. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. I've never seen a stream of anybody playing it. I've never seen a video on it, so. Nothing. Cerberus had found some 220 Java gloves with dual leech. Man, that's one of the craziest things, though, too. Like, any person who watches me all the time knows this already. But yeah, I have never found on this offline single player right here. I have not found any 220 Java gloves. I've found some online when I was playing. When I was playing on old D2, I've found several pairs, obviously. I've never found any rare 220 Java gloves, and I refuse to shop them. Refuse, just out of spite. Not crafting them either. All right. Once again, DeWitt, thank you so much.
DeWitt Vandenberg donated 140 South African rands through Super Chat. What a legend, Phil the Ogre Slayer.
Appreciate you once again. I don't know about this song, though. Andrew said he just found some 220s just yesterday. Come on. You people. I'm just going to skip this song. That's too slow for me. Oh, pause that. I'm about to get a copyright hit. That was the last song. Hopefully that didn't play too long to get me in trouble there. Just like 2 seconds, like beep, boop, boop. Get rid of that music. All but the last song was pretty good, really. That was Ghost, huh? Ghost. All right. Shingu. I listened to it all before. I listened to this entire playlist before. Let's see. Maybe this one sounds a little more upbeat, maybe, huh? Highest rune drop found recently. I think like 3 days ago or something I found a jaw, didn't I? Or was that, did I find a bird rune a couple days ago? All right. Yeah, a little more upbeat. Sounds like a happy one here. Grail. Because I think I found a burr rune and then I went and transferred him over to my rune mule. But I did find a jaw rune not long ago in the cast sanctuary, I remember. Maybe that was a couple weeks ago now at this point. I think about 2 days ago I got that burr. How much does it cost to play D2R? The game price wise? Pretty cheap. I think if you find it on sale, I think it's like Isn't it on sale pretty regularly and it's like 13 bucks or something? I'm pretty sure. Someone in chat probably could fact check me on that one, but I think it's like 13 US dollars on if it's on sale, which is like 50% of the time. Anita Wolf. Juanita Wolf. Anita Wolf. Hasn't played Last Epoch either, but heard good things about it. Yeah, it's definitely a similar crowd plays D2 as Last Epoch for sure, so. Yeah, Last Epoch, Baldur's Gate, what's the other one that's coming out pretty soon? That I have seen a little bit about. Can't remember the name of what it is. The second one's coming out here pretty soon that all D2 players play. That you need like a spreadsheet to be able to do your builds on because they're like so complex. Jose says exactly what I said is what it costs on PS5 right now. Appreciate you. PoE, yeah, Path of Exile, exactly. There you guys go. Moradin says it's 40 bucks on Battle.net right now. So on PC Battle.net it's 40 bucks, but Jose said on PS5 it's $13 right now. It is at that $13 price. Or that's probably how much it would be if it was on sale, maybe. Because yeah, it goes like on crazy sale like all the time. Because they only make money when they sell more copies of D2R, right? So there's no skins and stuff. So I feel like they do kind of put it on sale all the time from what I remember. Yeah, and Jose says, yeah, it's on sale on PS5 right now. Gotcha, gotcha. Fun Sock says, been idea for a few days now. 5-socketed Ethereal Rune Master, good for Frenzy. Which runes would you put the socket in it? One's out, of course. The rest, lows? Shales? If you're using it as an actual weapon for a, like, Frenzy Barb? Yeah, Frenzy Barb, you said. Yeah, that's, obviously just for funsies. If you wanted to do that, obviously you'd have to Zod it, like you said. Boy, I don't know. I guess maybe split, like, I don't know, 40, like a couple of 40-15s and a couple of lows. You'd have to see the breakpoints. I guess I would go 40-15s until you got to whatever breakpoint you wanted to get to, which I don't know that stuff offhand, obviously, but guess, you know, the one like good use that I kind of figured out, and through chat kind of saying some stuff too, that actually using that Etnax, the Rune Master, on your offhand for a Berserker, so you cannot be frozen, and then you could stick all Ist runes in there, so you got 5 Ist runes and cannot be frozen on your offhand. You don't have to get cannot be frozen like on your belt or something like that. So it frees up the belt slot to put, you know, like I said, something else in there instead of throwing on like Trang's belt. Have you found 640 Javs? I've never in my entire life found 640s. Nope. I found some 530s before, stuff like that, but never actually the 640s. Like 440s and like 620s or something, you know, but never the 640s. Never the 640s. Best single player SOJ spot. Yeah, that's gonna be Nightmare and Dariel. I know technically this gonna come the comment already. Well, technically normal difficulty Terrorize and Dariel, but that's like not an efficient way to get a. I would never recommend anyone running. If Andariel's Terrorized, I would never tell anyone to go run normal difficulty to get an SOJ. you've got to run hell difficulty to get like D-webs and griffins and stuff like that. So I would always just players 8, players 7, or on single player, I guess players 7, Nightmare and Dario. That's what I would say. Don't know if it was asked yet, but are you planning on getting at D1 and potentially streaming that? Yeah, I would definitely play through D1 and D3 probably after I finish my Grail. That's kind of on the docket. Or if I just decide I want to take a break for a week or something like that. For sure, yeah. G stacks. Steniel says best he got was 6 javelin skills, but no increased attack speed on it though. Alright. Yeah, this was a lot more poppy techno-y playlist, huh? That last playlist is called Ghost. It's actually, that last one was pretty solid, I think. This one's almost like, you know, I don't know. I think I'm gonna change this one right about now. This reminds me of like that, I don't know. Don't stop till we rock, till we... Whatever that song is by that chick, you know. Till we see the sunlight, don't stop. Yeah, we're gonna bypass this playlist right here, I think. Not impressed already. That is a very slow song. I think Legend was a good one. Ooh, this is almost like hype time. Hype time. Yeah, Kesha. There you go. I didn't know who, I forget who it was, but yeah, it's Kesha. That's who, exactly who that sounded like. Like it sounded like a copy of that song. This sounds like stuff's about to go down. Ooh, yeah. Time for some Vanek Sabaton song? I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I like this one too. How many hours of playtime on Diablo till now? Total? I mean, come on. That's a ridiculous question. Classic D2 run? That's kind of on there too, Tyler, yeah. That's on there for sure too. Different things with that. Yeah, Maroon Bond. That's pretty much what I said, right? This song is way too happy for me to enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have a song that makes you kind of like scrunch your face up when you hear it, you know, like, you know what I mean? You can't be like, hear a song, you're like, no, like, oh, this one's not as much as I thought it. But at the start, it was like hype, like ooh, let's go, dun 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 dun. Like it's like building up, and you're ready to just like start it off cool. Wasn't too bad. Okay, all right. This one's got some funk to it, you know what I mean? Like, like this one too. Let's go. Going now. See ya. All right, peace out, Cerbert. Think Battle.net should put a time played thing? Oh boy, I don't think that's good. That'd probably get a lot of people to stop playing, I think. They actually showed how long you've been playing. You just look at that number, you're just like, my God, I need to go outside. I need to touch some grass. Start digging up the snow just to find some. Yeah, that could be a not good thing for their gameplay metrics, right? You're playing this game way too much. Bill doesn't know the band Sabaton. Nope, never heard of it. Nope. Never heard of it. Is that like tragic? Andrew L says, hey now, he's secretly a big Kesha fan. All right, well, to each their own, you know. Everyone's got differing opinions, right, fellas? Unfortunately, your opinion's wrong, so... Just kidding. I know opinions can't be wrong. Why it's funny. Why it's funny. Poison Necro seems pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. Pits is an easy area too, and I'm just rocking on players 3, so I can easily read chat and slap demons down and hopefully find something good. Sabaton is metal based on historical events, huh? Yeah. I mean, usually for me, and I don't know, maybe I'm just metal casual, you'd call it. I don't care too much what the songs are actually about, necessarily. Just if they sound good, really. There's been so many songs you like I'll listen to and hear, like, that's pretty cool, and it's like, oh yeah, that song's about like drag racing cars, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Or like, yeah, he wrote that one, that song's about you know, like, I don't know, about going to prison and like getting raped in prison or something. You're like, what? Didn't know that. Thought it was a good song. Awkward. Washing and crossing the Delaware, yeah. Probably. That's what all the songs are about. Do I listen to Dead Poets Society? Wasn't that a movie or a book? I don't know, there's a band? I mean, I don't know. I guess not, huh? Guess not. I thought Dead Poets Society was a movie that was based on a book. Is that not true? Is it all three of those things? It's a book, a movie, and a band? One of those things? Kind of like Of Mice and Men. Great movie with Robin Williams. There you go. Ooh, ethereal, no sockets, 10 resistances. Bro. Don't do it. Oh, I didn't drop none of the stuff off at the stash again either. I'm lacking intelligence, apparently. Actually, I don't have very much time. I'm just gonna rock and roll it here. We'll be alright. One of these times. I think there's a glitch in my game. Ooh. This one came in hot. Kind of like the beat. You know, I like listening to a lot of times. I haven't been able to find any like Creative Commons, like copyright free type of stuff. But any of these playlists that are like, it's like 4 straight hours of dark techno. I feel like that just like fits with gaming like pretty good. Nice drop coming, hopefully. Ooh, Ral Rune, let's go. You were right. Got a Ral Rune. Ooh, yeah. Just made smoke so I can play in hell. Nice. Feria. Welcome in. First time chatter. Welcome in, your legend. Ooh. Vandenberg says, Sabaton is epic. Epic, huh? All right. Well, I mean, if they make music, metal type music about historical events, I would almost feel like epic would probably describe it, regardless of before even hearing it, is what I was gonna say. The name too kind of makes me sound like it probably isn't. I don't know this at all, obviously. Almost sounds like a Norwegian metal band kind of thing. But I don't have any basis of knowledge besides the name. Anything that gives you an aneurysm? What? Deeds? That's crazy, yeah. Back to D2 after almost a decade, you say, Faria. Nice. Welcome back. Watching a lot of your YouTube stuff. Helps you remember stuff. Appreciate it. Glad you like the videos. Glad you like the videos, man. Tower shield. That's that good drop we're looking for, right? Almost 4 o'clock here, huh? Almost 4 hour stream. I mean, for me, that's like crazy long, right? So looking at the time, we're on a Friday. We're at 3:30 right here. Got to get the kiddo from school pretty soon. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to hop off. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining me. Mega shout out to anyone who supports the channel. We got super chats from Dwight Vandenberg, Tommy, Odin, tier 1 sub, bunch of different people, Black Vegetable earlier as well, Neelathak, bunch of people re-upping earlier too, little super chats, Cody B, Lubus, Sasquatch, a ton of people. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Y'all, absolute legends, make it possible. Keep streaming and making videos on this channel, so thank you guys so much, appreciate it. But that being said, gotta hop off. Enjoy your weekend. Maybe I'll see you. Maybe I'll probably have a video or something tomorrow. Maybe stream, maybe video. We'll find out. It'll be a surprise to both of us. So peace out, fellas. Don't forget, keep slaying.